Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. So this is the fabulous holiday week we've been waiting for. We are so excited that, of course, Friday being 4th of July, well, we thought it's not a holiday you wait on. Let's start the party a little bit early here tonight. We've got an incredible Wednesday show, as always, packed with brand new, but I did want to get you ready for the holiday by putting together a fabulous sale. Only the biggest sale we do, a little extra surprise here because we're going to start it on the early side. Why wait till the weekend? Why wait till Friday night? We can get you right here. And, I think it's really important because there might be a few people on the go this weekend. You might be traveling, getting in the car, getting on a plane, going to the beach. Well, here is where we can get your shopping in ahead. So really spend your vacation kicking it off right. And we can celebrate America's independence and birthday by shopping great jewelry here on sale. So what's the sale going to be? $50 off? $100 off? Well, let me tell you, you could save up to $10,000 on an individual item tonight by shopping this sale. And how do you do that? Well, we're going to take 10% off everything that you shop for over the next few days throughout this holiday weekend. So we're going to get you a jump start tonight. We got tomorrow night, Friday night the 4th. We'll be here the weekend as well. So it is a wonderful party that we get to start really, really quickly tonight. So we've got amazing one-of-a-kinds now. Like any sale that we do, this is going to be incredible discounts. I get to discount first. You get to discount additionally when you pick out your piece of your choice. It's going to be 10% off. With that, all sales will be final because, well, the piece you see on the air is the piece you will receive. So it's pretty basic when it comes to shopping what you love. You'll know the piece inside out. We can still change gold colors on occasion. We'll have a lot of pieces that stay in the gold colors they're in, and then we'll size as coarse as we can. But here's the other great thing about this sale. This sale, as we are really embarking on the heart of summertime, this is still a sale where instead of seeing the pieces that you know, that you've seen before, that you've seen a couple of times over, we're actually going to see a lot of brand new in this sale. So my favorite thing, why wait? Because I know as a shopper myself, it tends to be, even if you deal with somebody that does put things on sale, that's not till it's end of season. Well, it's really when it's kind of played out. So I'm excited that we've got classics like jewelry, but we're not waiting on pieces that have been here 3 and 4 and 5 times. I'm going to show you debuts here, lots and lots of brand new designer pieces you've never seen, and we will get those marked down for you. So perfect time to be shopping, whatever it is. Now, of course, with that said, it's also a great time for requests, the perfect time. So if there's anything you've been thinking about, guess what? If it's still here, we're going to bring it out and discount it for you. So that's wonderful news. So you've got a chance to pick up anything you want at its best value ever. And this is going to be the way you shop. So I know we got some Valor shoppers out there. This is really where, again, TVON meets quality, meets value. We bring it all together as one package deal for you, and we have got so many cool pieces. So are you ready to get started? If you have requests, get them in. How do you do that? Listen, don't use snail mail or send something through the Pony Express. The best way to do it, speaking of express, it is your express lane in. It's like when you get on the freeway and nobody's on. Yeah, that has never happened to me. Maybe on the 4th of July it'll happen. But this is where that's your direct route in. So basically you pick up the phone, you dial in that phone number. If you have a description of the item numbers are great. But if you don't worry. If you have a general description, we can usually figure out what that piece is. And even if you've seen it on previous show, if it's still here and not melted down and it's available, we will bring it out for you and offer you that 10% discount. So does that sound good? Let's shop up a storm. Let's get that wish list out. Let's get that spreadsheet. Some of you are really take shopping seriously. I know I do. So you might have a full-on spreadsheet where you're ready to go. So let me know what we can find for you, bring out and put on sale. We're going to start with a crazy holiday weekend. I think deserves a Light. So we don't see this stone. This is our only one inventory, actually. So take a look at this. And it's kind of like looking at Paraiba or Brazilian. Of course, those Paraibas, those new fine Brazilian stones we love. This is actually a quartz family gem. The only one of its kind here, as mentioned, 1119454. And like is typical, you're going to see one of a kind. So it just means on this one, it's Light, stays as is. That's the actual stone you'll get. That's the ring you'll get. It stays in the white gold. And we'll bring you 4.5 carat trillion cut Light for the most unbelievable price tag. And don't believe me, we're going to start this whole event. Oh, and by the way, events like this that go on for a few days, it's always premium and like really important to be here with us on the first few hours because why? Well, a lot of people are going to get their wish list taken care of, so we want to make sure that you're here ready to go, because your piece you can ask about tonight, pick it up before somebody else does, and then if you were to call in, let's say 3 days from now, chances are it's going to be long gone. So this is why it's a huge priority to shop, especially in the first hours of a sale event like this one that will go on for a few days. So let's talk about 4.5 carats of master craftsmanship, master championship, concave cutting. Concave refers to that little dip you see in the table faceting, plus you've got a lot of extra faceting on the inside of your stone as well, and that's going to be 14 points in diamonds. And look what they do. They go kind of wrapping and whirling, if you will, right through the inside. So isn't that pretty how it works, where it's actually going to be, you see how it's actually going to be that almost like figure 8 design that meets up with the stone. I'm telling you, for anybody who loves Bracelet, or maybe you're not familiar with the stone, maybe you collect quartz stones, still a wearable stone every day, keep in mind, but it's also great for those that love that blue-green color. How else would you get that color? Typically, it's only through a few stones, like, well, it could be a blue-green diamond. That'd be pricey, especially in a 4.5 carat size. And really, your only other options would be to go Paraiba or the new finds. So this is the way to get your stone. If you like those softer blue-green elements, those amazing styles that we love to see, this is the way to go. Take a look at it. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not even $9.99. Am I ever thrilled that we can bring you values like this. It's an exciting night to be with us. This stays in the white gold. I'll try it on for you as well. And it's not going to be $888 or $777. What do I tell you about discounting? I get to discount first. You get to discount afterwards. So we're all getting our fair share of discounting in, and that is wonderful. So this is not even $699 or $599. Wait, solid gold? And it looks like Paraiba? And it's a fancy cut that's just lighting it up and glowing and being a beautiful trillion anyways. And I'll tell you, I know we've been off for 2 days. I understand that. It takes a minute to gather our shoppers. I'll tell you, for those of you that have reached out to me in the last couple of days and said, you know what, I've had multiple people say that same word. I'm going through withdrawals. I can't do 2 days without TVON and my shopping and my jewelry and my quality and my value. So here we are ready to go and really getting the, what do they say, hitting the ground running? Yes, indeed. We are. How about $499, where you've got an extra $50 saved, so it'll be $449 and change at checkout if you'd like to get that one at home. So I would highly recommend it. No doubt one of our best of the best, and certainly a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stone. It really is. The impact that stone makes is not the impact that you would normally have to only spend $449 to do, especially in an era of gold when we are really truly saying, oh, scrap it, who cares? And not literally scrap it just yet, but truly it's like, let's ignore what gold's doing and give you a better than sterling silver price, and that's exactly what we did. So let me know who's got it. Then we've got a beautiful pair of earrings we're going to show you, also in amethyst. That one's sold, thank you so much. And then let's stay with the quartz for a moment and show you here on the hand. I love this stone. The stone's a fancy cut, and it's a trillion of trillion variety, I will say. It's a fancy cut trillion, and thank you on the Bracelet. This one's also going to stay in white gold. It's the same family of gems, but in the purple variety. 8287 starts with a 112. That's a 510. Fancy cut amethyst. It's got that great trillion you see there, and look at that beautiful design, kind of a door knocker style, the way this veil links up with that round, links up with this beautiful diamond design around it. One only, and please also remember the key to getting in. If you're going, well, how on earth did that person get that so quickly? I could barely even dial in. Well, the key is this too. You want to dial in very, very early. Please do. The second you see something you love, that is actually when you should make the phone call, okay? When you see something you love, don't worry, I'll take care of you on the pricing. It's going to be amazing on everything. We might actually shock you and surprise you with how low we're going on everything, so keep that in mind. But this is the way to get your 510 fancy cut. Look at that. There's your length. It's going to be an inch, and I would say inch and 3/8 is accurate. And then we've got that beautiful length. Again, stays in the white gold. This is that really gorgeous rich color of that fancy amethyst we love, where it's a deep rich color that you're seeing there. And then of course we'll show it up close as well right after this, but it's not going to be, wasn't this exciting? It's not even $9.99 to get the amethyst pendant in the white gold that looks so stunning. Let's take it back up close here and make sure that we get you a massive value. I think I can hold it right on here by yes, and it's got little water spots. Let me get that off for you, and then let me know who got the Bracelet, Andy. I'd love to know who was ready and shopping early. Hi, Linda. Thank you so much, Linda. Enjoy. Now, there's our fancy cut amethyst, and we're going to make that one better than, I don't love $9.99. Let's go $8.88 or $7.77 or make it even better. And remember, whatever the price ends up with on the screen, you will get a bigger and better savings on the way to checkout. So that's really crucial. This is not going to be $7.77. We'll make it $699. And with that said, it's about $70 that you're getting off that. So it'll be about $629 and change to get that one home for you. Hey there, Sally. Happy early 4th to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate your kind words. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you on many fronts. Thank you. Hi, Risa. Risa in New York, headed hanging out with us, and I love that too. Did you make it all through the storms, everybody? All of our East Coasters there. Hope you all made it safely through that big torrential and storms up and down the East Coast yesterday. Doesn't feel like 4th of July probably on the East Coast quite yet, but hopefully sunshine is on the way. So $6.99 on that one. Take your $70 off. And then we've got diamond earrings. Now remember your request, but then I've got so much brand new to show you. This is brand new. So far we've seen pieces we've had before. And now I'm getting to, whoa, a different type of blue-green. We had the softer side of blue-green with that beautiful Prasiolite that is gone. Now we're talking about a deeper, richer, more neon blue-green that is, well, it is tourmaline. And this one's going to be item number 1128774. It's brand new. So the amethyst is still here. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that, please do. And then we've got our fabulous blue-green tourmaline here. This one's set in platinum. So it stays in platinum. Beautiful white metal. Nice, I would say, backdrop for that beautiful color you're getting that is so saturated. And, oh, okay, Chris, we'll see if we can bring those out for you. I do believe we have them, so that's good news. Already have some requests coming in via YouTube. Again, the fastest way to make requests, since I don't see all of our social media feeds. Tony's kind enough to help me out on some, but I don't see all, and nobody typically mans those, so make sure you call in. It is the most direct, the easiest, the fastest way to get requests in. But Chris, I've got your request, and yes, you are correct. They were about 20 points. They were 19 points, so we'll bring them out. And then Denise, hey there, thank you so much. I can check and see on that 5-stone ring as well. And then, hey Tracy, good to see you. All right, so here we go. This is our tourmaline. It's a carat 16 and 16 points in diamonds. So the 116 and the 16. 16 points among 4 diamonds though, so you got some bigger stones there on the sides. I like how they're slightly offset. Andy, did you see all those requests? Andy, did you see the requests that are coming in already? We have a 5-stone ring bezel set request and the 1 carat total weight, and then also the hoops that we had the other day with the 3 stones. Thank you. All right, so here we go. This is going to be, we're working on those, and Chris and Denise will let you know when they're here, and just have the phone at the ready. All right, so this one's going to be a new one, and I just want to show it to you on. That's some of the brightest, most neon color we are seeing, and you can check out this color again. These are one only, so you know what you're getting. The only exception to that rule would be a couple of my diamond pieces. You know the consistency of our white bright diamonds that we have, but this one's going to be, oh, look at that. It's just, it is really the definition of neon. That stone is glowing, and we'll blow it out right now. It's brand new. It's supposed to be $28.88. We're going to make it a lot better than that. I like that slightly off center. It's like wanting to be a bypass in the band, and that each side is a little asymmetric there. And we're going to blow it out right now under $1,000. How exciting is that? Under $1,000, not $9.99. This is what I'm talking about. Sales are sometimes just, okay, the pieces that have been here and we've done that, we've seen them and we know them. This is a little different kind of sale. You've got those pieces you can request like we're already getting in, but we also have brand new just like this. And I think that's what makes it very exciting to see so much brand new, so many beautiful ideas. And don't forget, we've got 4th of July kicking off early here. We are ready to go. It may only be the 2nd, but it is our first time seeing each other in the month of July, and right here now, the holiday weekend upon us. So we're celebrating early. This is going to be $888. Only. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the ring. So that's going to be it. Then we'll get to some diamond earrings. Then I do have Paraiba. I have a round Tanzanite that's very, very special. It's about a 3 carat, which I know how many requests we get for that size. I do have a new Counzite pendant, a huge yellow diamond. It's actually our 2nd largest here, a nearly 2 carat, and it's princess cut. Look at that round. That's coming up a little bit later. We've got amethyst earrings, by the way, that are similar. They will work back to that pendant pretty nicely for you as well. And then, thank you. Thanks, Risa. I appreciate that. You guys are so kind. Thank you. So many kind ladies out there. Thank you, Sally and Kirsten and Risa as well. You guys are so sweet. All right, so here we go. And then we're working on this request. This is $888. Let me know. Now, I do want to preview this. This is 1128833. This would be the 2nd. Well, actually, let's get into what the cut is here, because this is the princess cut diamond. Hello. Look at that. Yeah, right? This is so, well, cushion cut, but square. So it looks a lot like a princess cut. The only difference would be just a subtle difference in the facet pattern, but squared off. And this stone is in platinum, and it's almost 2 carats in size. So again, when it comes to brand new, you're seeing some very important diamonds make their way to this show and this sale event. And believe it or not, first time ever, and yet we're not waiting on that. That's going to be our carat 76 cushion cut, square almost. It's got the really big diamonds. They look almost like butterflies or florals on the side, the way those diamond marquees are coming together. The diamond weight on the sides is 33 points. So yes, altogether you'd be just shy, right? Or actually just a little over that wonderful 2 carat mark. I like that. And a very simple classic ring as well, which is not something we see all the time, right? It's nice to, we see our bridges and our double halos, and those are lovely, but it's nice to have something like this as well that's going to be so classic and wearable. And there is a great value, something to think about here if you've been waiting on a more unusual cut in diamonds, something rare, don't have too many of these. Usually when we get up to 2 carats or 2.5 in our yellow diamonds, which remind everybody they are natural, there is usually a price tag of well over $15,000. You've seen them before on the show. They've gone out to great homes. They've been sold. This is a little different, and look at that snap and sparkle of that stone from a distance. It is awesome. And it's supposed to be $13,999. That would be right in line. That maybe is, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 off of what we normally do. It's right in line with what we normally see. But remember the key to shopping this event. This event is, first, I get my turn. I love a good discount. There's nothing I enjoy more than a good old-fashioned sale event, and this is as big as they get. So I hope you're ready, and I hope you're dialed in for anything that you see that you love, because you don't want to miss out. And being second or third on the phone lines is not a smart way to go when it comes to getting in on these values. And this is going to be a lot better than $13,999. And we do love to see those values on something that is sky high right now, like yellow diamonds are. Yellow diamonds are crazy money. And we're seeing even the regular 1 carats go for a big increase in price. So I love that we're bringing this one so far below that. And it's not going to be $13,999. Very normal to what we see priced out here in our bigger yellows, but let's take it much lower, much better, major value. It's not even $99.99 for the nearly 2 carat. And the bigger diamonds on the side should not be forgotten, because those are really important as well. And it's not even $89 or $79. Only one brand new. I know we're just gathering on a Wednesday, but this is how I know my collectors and my true jewelry lovers don't miss a moment. They're here ready to go. They're ready for the values, especially during a sale event, and this will not even be $69.99. Thank you. We got some more requests. How about the band? 5 stone, are we still working on, or is it gone? Only have the carat and a half version. Thank you. So I will let me just kind of remind everybody. So Chris, we've got your earrings coming up. Also, Risa, we've got your bangle coming up. But I will say for Denise, let me know. The only 5 stone I have right now that's bezel set is a carat and a half. So let me know, Denise, if you would like to see that. It's going to be a little larger. But we'll make this even better. How about $5,999? And of course, the more pricey the item, the more savings you have. So you are going to have a big value, $600 extra off, and that is incredible. So it is stunning. So that's really beautiful. Enjoy it if you get it, and then we are ready to embark on our first request from the evening here. And I'm so glad we have some of you looking for things that you're going, well, I've already thought about it. Well, this would be the time to act. And we'll go ahead and show you these incredible diamond earrings. They're some of my absolute favorites. I do love these even in, I tell you, I sometimes wear these in a secondary piercing as well. I love them that way. But this was something we just had a couple of days ago. It was 112-7428. Let me show you here. Now, it looks like I've only got the yellow gold here to show tonight, but I do have the white, the yellow, and the rose gold all available. And yes, what looks like a big band ring is actually an earring. And I think if we can have one up there and it appears like it's a big band, a big ring, I think that's impressive and tells you a lot about this earring. This is not a flimsy little hoop, and here it is. So Chris's request here, it is 7428 carat 14, which means that those 6 diamonds in that pair are 19 points minimum each. That is almost 1/5 of a carat. That is stunning, and here's what we're going to do. It is so fantastic, and you can choose, get your gold color of choice, whatever you like the best, but I will say yellow gold has been the hot combination with even, yes, our white diamonds of late. It has been true. We have seen that more than anything, and what I love about this 5/8 of an inch, and keep in mind that is a little more than a 1/2 inch, but not quite 3/4. They really stand out. This is what they look like from a distance, but that is a chubby hoop when we're talking about besides the diamonds. How the diamonds are set is wonderful, but they're meant to be front and center on the front of the hoop. You can wear them reversed if you want, They have that button release, which hardly ever happens in a size like this. Usually you have to go to the much larger diameters to get that button release, so it makes it really easy. And it also makes it just foolproof. You're never going to have that post bend. And I don't think these have ever been opened before. But when you do, they don't just fly open either. They have a resistant hinge. So press that button down to release the inside lock. That's simple as this. When you want to put them on, close them up, you just literally click, you will hear that click, okay? I'm gonna show them on the ear. They're spectacular and they look great layered as well. And if you're looking for a go-to every day, you're not maybe just into gold, this is like the perfect combination of a plain gold hoop and a diamond hoop together because your diamonds are so big, but it still centers them up and gives you a lot of gold presence as well. So for those of us that like a lot of gold in our hoop, you've got it. For those of us that like a lot of diamond weight, you've got that too. And yet it's so compact, which means very, very wearable. This is what they look like on. I mean, seriously, how stunning are these? How beautiful are those? I like to point out that from a distance, they always look a little bit like they're floating because what you're seeing is the diamonds make such an impact. The gold tends to take a bit of a back seat here under lower light because you don't have, I'm not in a lot of light right now. As you can see, it's very shadowed. So what you're seeing is really, it just looks like almost a drop of sorts, but you have the comfort of a hoop, the ease of wear of a hoop, the security of a hoop, and that they're locking in the back, and you simply have that little mechanism in the back that you reach. That's your little button. It's like a security feature, and the lock is inside. So now what we need to do is make your choice of gold color very affordable. Of course, first time 10% off. You've got a better savings than the $19.99 price, which consider when you've got bigger stones like that are almost a fifth of a carat, how much should those realistically be on their own without the gold? And the gold's really important right now as well. So there's just diamonds and gold are really on par with the value for each other. So you don't see many opportunities where you're going to get a bigger style like this where they still would stack. I'll tell you, I would put one in a second piercing all day. If I wanted to go a really big hoop like what I wore, I have the 410s in tonight. So if I wanted to stack these up the ear, you can do that as well if you have multiple piercings. But they are stunning and they are big and bold, and they're not even $1,500 or $14.99. We'll go back to our wheel and we'll make them really affordable. And if you want to just go clean and tonal, go white gold. If you really love the luxury look of gold, go yellow. If you want that elusive, hard to find rose gold that's hardly anywhere else, we got that for you too. But they're not $14 and they're not going to be even $13.99, and it's another big savings for you. They will be $1,299 for the pair. You've got $130 extra off, so they'll come down to $1,169 and change if you would like a pair. But operators, I will need to know how many of each color you'd like to get. Obviously, that is going to be limited. As I know when we did last our sale, we had a seller melted event. This is the same, where what we have in stock is all we can offer. So I hope that's what Chris is looking for. I think it is. And then we've got studs later. So if you want a cluster style where it's a lot of diamonds put together to make a bigger look, we have those too. And then let me know who's got them, $11.69, if you'd like to go ahead and grab those for yourself. And let me tell you, you will wear them more often than you will not. It is probably your everyday go-to style. It's almost like you take a drop and a stud and a hoop and you combine them all, because the stones are big enough that they could be studs, each and every one of them. They are still, again, kind of that stacked look up and down, gives you almost like a linear drop, but you have the comfort and ease of a hoop. So it's all one piece, no extra backings to worry about. I mean, how many of us who are real jewelry aficionados have backings all over, and it's tough to keep track of which backing goes with what earring, and there's so many different pieces you have, and yet, you know, you never want to lose a backing, and if a backing comes loose, then suddenly your earring is gone. That's not going to happen with this all self-enclosed, wonderful hoop, and that's what's really, it is made to perfection. This is how, if you had a really big hoop, like like the 4 carats I have in, the 4 carats that I have in, or any of those other styles, if you had those hoops in your collection, you make them the same way. Except this isn't even, I would say, honestly, I think those are a little heavier in the gold weight than even these 410s, which are significantly more money. So you've got a great option here. Let's take another look here, $12.99. Let me know who's got a pair. Thank you. What color? White gold is going out first. Okay, thank you so much. We've got a white gold going out. That's first and foremost. There's our yellow gold, first yellow gold of the night as well. Wonderful to see, and so glad we have you all with us tonight. What a pleasure to spend a little bit of our holiday weekend together. We hope we can spend a lot of time together this weekend. And Rosalie, we will have your star sapphire, but I'm going to show Risa's request next. Risa, this is the bangle you asked for, and still, it's funny, every time I've shown this now, it's essentially become more of a value. Not just because 10% off, but there's so much gold weight here. Oh, we used to have a gram weight here. What was it? Oh, maybe it'll come up in the graphics because I know it's been measured before. 112.7193 is next. And thank you so much. I want to show this really high-end designer bangle, and it is the heaviest piece, I do believe, in our entire inventory. It's going to fit an average size wrist. Let me show it to you here, and oh yeah, look at this. This is that designer look where it's two of that really kind of that animal style, but not really as much the panthers we see necessarily. So this is really cool. Yellow gold, and it's 18K. And let me move it to one side or another so you can really see the workmanship that this has. And it's going to be same. It's going to be the same design on either side here. So you have great symmetry to this bangle. But if you look at it, where is the hinge? It's so seamless and smooth here and here. And it's going to be a side open hinge. I don't have that all the way latched. I was just polishing it up. I'm going to be showing it on, but I want you to see there are diamonds in the eyes there. So it really is, it is something else, isn't it? 6 points of diamonds, 40 grams of 18 karat gold. Gold is about, in jewelry terms, I know that it's easy to go, well, if gold is $3,200 an ounce, I can divide that by a gram weight, and that's my gram weight. But when you're talking about finished jewelry pieces, it works a little differently, and we see gold jewelry be about $600 per gram. So when you do that math, you're looking at a significant price tag. That's for sure, because that's $24,000. And I think we all know, if you've been in a designer retail store ever, that's exactly what they'd be getting on a good day for a piece like that. $24,000 when you've got 18 karat gold. What about the diamonds, the workmanship, the great kind of tube effect that it has? Let me show it to you on. It does have a safety closure. So you're going to see here, there's a little kind of a textured button that's going to be opening it up. You can see it's got a tongue and groove closure, so it's going to line and just sit perfectly here like that. It's just going to slide all the way in, and then you've got that extra little security feature built in. But this is how it opens up. Nice and wide, so you just simply pop your wrist right in there, and then keeping it here close to the wrist here, so I can do this with a couple of fingers here. But let me show you what it looks like on. And then you really want to, that's why I'm saying it's an average size, because you still have a little bit of room. It's not going to be too like super skin tight, which I don't think is really the purpose of bangles. Bangles should have a nice heft, but they should also give you a little bit of breathing room. This certainly does, but you can see the size and scale of that bangle when it's on. And then of course you're just going to latch your figure 8 when you're good to go out the door, open that up to get it removed, and then it's simple. You literally just press it open, press it down, and then look at that inside. This is really spectacularly done, and we're going to give you a great value. Of course, it is a sale event value, and we only have this one, and which should be $24,000 on a good day. Well, it's TVON. We're not shopping a well, we might be shopping a $24,000 bangle, but we're not paying that. And even here at TVON, it's listed at $17,999. I'm going lower, brand new best price, and it's going to be $3,999 with another $400 off. So $35.99 to get you 40 grams of gold, 18 karat gold, which the gram weight would be the same if it's 14 karat or 18 karat, am I correct? If it's 40 grams, it's 40 grams. However, when you've got 18 karat gold, that's so much higher end than other things you see, because there's a huge difference if you're getting 18 karat gold versus the 14. So very excited to bring that out by request. And then our next request is for Rosalie, so that'll be coming up for you. Keep calling on the diamond hoops. They're not gone yet. You can still grab those diamond hoops. I have my diamond hoops I'm wearing. I actually borrowed tonight. They're the 410s, which we are very limited on. And Rosalie, your star sapphire is coming up next, and it is really, it's a purple star sapphire, and it's gorgeous. So we'll see that coming up. Let me know on the bangle who's going to get it. It's a one only, and it stays in the yellow gold, and it'll fit anywhere between whoever wears a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet. Typically, that's what it's going to work best for. So that's going to be $39.99. You get $400 off, so a beautiful deal there. And Rosalie, your request is next. 112-0775 is coming up. This is our 245, and it's got a real purple quality about it. Purple sapphire is rare in its own right. This is a purple star sapphire. Take a look at that. Wowza. That is something special right there. And it's pretty defined in its star. And right now it's kind of divided attention here among two different light sources. I'll show you where it's just got the one, but you've got exquisite taste, Rosalie. This is a beauty for sure. It's 245, so it's a big size, carat 18 in the diamond side to side as well. And it's in the white gold, does stay in the white gold, which I have no problem with. I wouldn't want it any other way, because the star itself, you see, has a lot of that white tone. So it really matches the white gold, but that's what you're going to see. And look at that. I couldn't have painted it better. I couldn't draw it better. And that's Mother Nature saying, let's do something really cool and really rare. Let's block that other light so you can see that left side star. And so either way, that's what you're going to see. If you've got one light source on that stone, that's what you'll expect to see. Let me try it on for you as well. And again, stays in the white gold. This is a monumental discount from a $79.99. Then it went to $49.99. Then it went to $39, and I thought that would go. It's even better than $39 or $29.99, and there are still additional savings coming your way. That's what it looks like from a distance, and yep, it is one of the rare stones, and just to get anything in a sapphire about 2.5 carats is impressive. But to go this low, and when you've got the asterism that is naturally occurring, and it's not even 29 or 28 or $27.99. Get ready, we only have the one, obviously. That's how this show rolls, and we'll make it $2,699 instead. So that's really important. No, I would say, Risa, no, it does not work for a 5 3/4 inch wrist. It does not. It's gonna be far too big. Yeah. Large diamond ID bracelet would be better for sure. If you're really talking about a 5 3/4 inch wrist, that is pretty small. The bangle would be too large. We can check on the ID bracelet and then see if that would work. That would probably work a little bit better, certainly. And yeah, any questions you have, guys, let me know. All right, so here we go, $26.99. There's about $270 coming off of that piece as well. So your price at checkout is going to be significantly less. It'll be $24.29. So Rosalie, and if I'm showing you your request and you're going, that is not my request, well, let me know so we can go back to the drawing board, find you something that that we like. Sometimes I just got to get involved with those requests and really find that perfect piece as well, which I'm happy to do. So here we are with there's a new bicolor coming up in a pendant. We had a couple really cool bicolor tourmalines of late. This one, oh, really pretty pendant. We do have, speaking of pendants, a great Counzite tonight. It's going to be one of our new ones, our 19 karat plus in an emerald cut. And these Counzites are saturated. The best of the best. I mean, look at that. It's practically a purple sapphire there. It's got some great color on that Counzite, so I'll try to clean it up a little bit. And then we've got turquoise coming up in a necklace. It's a pendant and a chain. You get it all. So do dial in quickly so you don't miss out, because the requests, as well as everything else, is first come, first serve. So it is whoever would like to see it first, whoever gets on the phone lines and says sold first, ends up with the incredible jewelry. Okay, it is now turquoise time. I love a good turquoise. I don't think there is a better stone. If we had to define summer in gemstone terms, I would think turquoise is going to be a good candidate for that. It's a one-of-a-kind 8498 is your item number here, and that is, by the way, we still have our bangle, still have our star, purple sapphire, still have the yellow diamond, and a few others, the tourmaline and the amethyst. So yeah, there's some jewelry still hanging out here. So that's pretty unusual for a sale event, but hey, it is still early and it's Wednesday, so it takes usually 3 hours to get everybody here. But that's the idea, is that this is like your first heads up, your first look. Those of you that know how quickly the inventory goes when the word gets out, so we don't give you any heads up advance notice that there's a sale going on. So you would have to literally be tuned in at 5 o'clock Pacific to even know this was happening today. And I don't think anybody expected it. So this is a really important time to pick out your favorite pieces, because as the word gets out and the sale is known, well, everyone's going to be taking the pieces they've had on their wish list. So here's our big turquoise, 321 in the Sleeping Beauty variety, also 5 points in the baguette, and then the 4 point in the round. So 9 points total, which may not sound like a lot until you realize they're only 2 stones and they're big. So big individual diamonds we enjoy. You've got them stacked right up top above your turquoise oval, and we are ready to take this with the chain. By the way, you're gonna get this fabulous chain with it, which has 2 diamonds in and of itself. You've got adjustability. You've got 2 diamonds. I wanna show you from a distance so you can show you. There are those diamonds on the sides here. So you can see how that's gonna look, where that's gonna sit perfectly on the neckline. You've got 2 diamonds. You can play with how you want to have them set around your pendant itself. And then of course you can take that chain off, use it with other things. There's your lobster claw and 3 adjustable links that you're going to have as well. It is a 7/8 of an inch pendant, so just under an inch in length. And here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline. And that's a chain worth its weight in gold. And now you don't have to pay what you would for the chain, and you'll get the entire piece. And turquoise, look at that, stands out and looks great with anything and everything at all. And we'll take it back up close for you, give you a big value. I think we're ready. We need a big old value, don't we? We need something special. We need something designer and stunning, and you get it for $9.99 first caller. There's only one. Yet again. So you'll hear that a lot. It's most of what we do is one of a kinds anyways. That's not just the sale event. We have some brand new coming up on a wheel that are heavily discounted from, I've got a little red, white, and blue situation on our wheel that we'll have coming up. And let me know if you'd like this turquoise pendant, and happy 4th early. I'd like to say happy 2nd of July. It's not, doesn't have quite the same ring to it. But, you know, this is a really, really good time right now to pick up what you love and have it. In some cases, you would probably, well, I don't know if you'd have it before the 4th because, yeah, there's not going to be a lot of deliveries happening on Friday, I don't think. But we're excited to get out pieces as soon as we can, and these are pretty easy to get out. No sizing needed on this one, and stays in the gold color it is in. So let's move on. $9.99. Of course, you get $100 off that, so it'll be $899 at checkout. Okay, let's move to this new piece. We've got a new ruby necklace, by the way, and an emerald, and the really, really good emerald, that's stunning. And then we have a new Rubellite. Have had some outstanding Rubellites of late, but most of them have been copper bearing. We're going to show you one that is standard, which seems odd to say because all Rubellites are important. So we'll do that, and also have a top of the hour in 25 minutes that I want to tell you about now because they're new and they're gorgeous, and I would spend triple this price for them. We have a very special amethyst earring coming up, and no, we never have seen these before. And they are so designer with the overlap of the diamonds into the princess cut. That's going to be coming up at the top of the hour. Make sure you stay with us for those shepherd's hook earrings in any gold you want. So please stay with us. Those are going to be incredible and affordable and new and on sale. So we love that. And then let's go ahead and get to, here is, well, this is the pendant that I just cannot stop staring at here. And I'm really excited we have it for you. It's a tourmaline. We'll move that aside and show you this stunning pinky green bicolor tourmaline. I'm going to need to zoom back, but first I'll show you from a distance away while we're here. It's solid platinum and 18 karat gold together. And this one, let me see here. It's meant to sit at that angle, which I love. So you've got a heart-shaped design done in 2 tones of metal here, platinum and gold together. This is a really good and rare tourmaline. It's item number 8909, and it's going to start with a 244 baguette bicolor. So you have about 75% pink and then another 25% of green or so as that breakdown. But you also have the 244 size, 29 points in diamonds as well, and looks great when you see the uniqueness of how it sits at an angle like it does. And then here's the length that you're going to get as well. It's going to be 1 inch top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline here as well, and then wait till you see this up close and from the back so you can see how beautifully finished and solid it is. But it's a fun way to do a heart because it doesn't like scream heart shape, but it's still got that, of course, that beautiful sentiment built in. We'll show it up close again, and we'll zoom back that camera lens so you can really see every last detail of it. But that is some clean tourmaline. Everything else aside, the metals, the design, the diamonds, really what you want to see is that clarity of that stone and how it just gleams with that emerald cutting. And then look at that finishing. All your hallmarks are in the back. Those are actually going to be your carat weights engraved in the back as well. And this is a one only. It's down to, well, this is a new thing, a new price, a new deal at $39.99. I promised and I vowed. This is our holiday weekend. We're kicking it off early with the holiday weekend and certainly the holiday falling on a Friday. I bet you a lot of people are going to be on the go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we want to give you a little jump start, a little opportunity maybe before you hit the road or hit the, maybe it's the ocean liners. Maybe you're going to go on that cruise, or maybe you're going to get in the plane, or maybe you're just staying home and hanging out and avoiding the rush. Well, this is where we want to give you a little jump start to get your favorite pieces, and even on brand new, blow it out from $29 or $19.99 and make this easy. $1,299 for the piece. That's a one only of its kind, and look at that. That's why it's so solid. That solid platinum is really your foundation. Then you've got the yellow gold that kind of loops up and over it a bit, and there she is looking so good with those colors, the glow happening all the way through. So that'll be $12.99, and it's another $130 off. Let's not forget this is 10% off everything you shop for, and that's the piece you get. What's our next request? Hi, Risa. So this is the big Big bracelet. Okay, so I didn't know, and let me know, Risa, if this is the one you're looking for. When we say ID bracelet, we have an 80-point version, and then we have the bigger version, which is right here. And this one is pretty magnificent. I still would say I don't know if this is going to work for you because it's not adjustable. I think we need to get the smaller one if we have it, and honestly, I don't know if we do. This is only a 7 or 8.5 inch. So yes, you're probably thinking, but I could use any of those links. Well, you can't on this one because it's a insert closure. So this is just a quick look. It is one of those more pricey items that I know a lot of you were interested in, but probably held off on given the price tag. Well, now you get a significant discount on top of that, given that you're shopping the sale. Now, why would it be pricey? 8506 is actually almost 5 carats in diamonds right across the midpoint top, like a very glamorous way to do the ID bracelet style because it's oval in shape. So when you see this, you've got, first of all, your insert closure. We have 2 available 7 or 8.5 inch. So this could be men's or ladies, could be a his and her set, could be one where, again, we're just giving you the opportunity to get an average size or a larger size, which is awfully nice, I think, to get that no matter what you're looking for there, because maybe you want it to have a little more drape, or maybe you want it to sit a little closer to the wrist. Either way, I'm just glad we have one of each option there. And then you're going to have a big savings because $490 in diamonds, we've done our own more petite style of ID bracelet, but this is certainly as large and as important as it gets. And I am very, very proud that we can bring this to you. Let's take a quick look at it on the wrist here. And remember, this is going to have that insert closure. So it's going to have 2 figure-8 safety catches as well. Let me try to show this to you here so you can see. All the figure-8s were done. Then you've got that slide insert closure. Then you can see the curb link and how it's going to extend out. And then you do have, this is the 7, so you can drape it right over. The curb, it's the ID portion is curved as well. So it's going to sit right there on the wrist. And you see how it's pretty much side to side on that wrist. So you've got a really big diamond presence. $490, this is going to be that huge value and savings. I think if you want the ultimate statement style, some of us love classics, but we also want it to have a bit of a statement. And that, I would say, if I was describing my style, that would be so much. I'm really someone who loves to step outside the box, especially with accessories. I think it's a great way to show personality without having to ever say a word. And this is the way you do that, because there are all kinds of great ID bracelets out there, but usually on the more petite side. And look at that finishing. That is under gallery. Something we don't normally see in a bracelet. This one is just done to the nines, and we're going to bring it down in price from $14,999 and bring this all the way down. There's a sharpness about it. There's certainly, and I don't mean literally sharp, I mean sharp as far as like that's in style. It looks great. It turns heads. You've got still the edge of the curb link, but the diamonds, which just bring it to life. And you've got this one going down below $99.99, one of each length. Take them both if you can. We're not charging anymore for the 8.5 inch, which is interesting because obviously that's more gold if you're getting 8.5 inches, a full inch and a half longer than the other. So they are the same price. And that I think is a really big deal. And you're not getting it for $99, $89, $79, or $69.99 either. This is the big way to go. 7 or 8.5, take your pick. There's only one of each, and we will make that $59.99. And for the first time, an extra $600 coming off that price. So you get it for $53.99 at checkout, and a big, big value there on the largest diamond weight we have in a bracelet at the moment, including our tennis bracelet styles. We don't even have tennis bracelets that are going to get you any larger diamond weight than that right there. So big, big value, one only of each length. All right, let's move on. I don't know if that's what she's looking for. If we, let me know if you want to see the smaller version we do. And don't forget, we're only about 18 minutes away from the amethyst earrings at the top of the hour. So looking forward to that as well. Any requests you have, please get those in. And there's more new. There's a conch pearl here. Wait, do you see this? It's the conch pearl, and I've never thought we could get any more rare than just a conch pearl. Look what they did. They added the brightest glowing. Those are Brazilian Paraibas, the original find, and that is platinum conch pearl, Brazilian Paraiba, and diamonds, all in a floral ring. That is brand new, and that should be $80,000. It's not. So that's going to be really rare on top of rare. We're loving that one. That curb link is here if you'd like it. Here comes my new emerald. Let's take a look at this one. Brand new and platinum as well. 112-8669. Look at that. That's a pretty stone, very elongated. We're going to come back into ring depth here. We just had the largest bracelet we've ever brought on the ear. So we'll come back in, take a close-up look. Yeah, not backing away from the emeralds. We're all about showing you those best and brightest in the emeralds and really showing you up close as best we can the quality that you are in for here. But take a look also at the fact that it's a 53-point stone that certainly looks bigger than that. So please don't worry about that too much. It's a nice big size, but you're also getting diamonds, big rounds, great baguette set in the sides. It really is a wider band that tapers through the back, so it's super comfortable. And now we just need to send it out. So again, with brand new, it's a little more difficult to probably determine unless you're really familiar with where gold prices are today, or platinum prices are, or stone prices, or diamond prices, because everything's pretty high. And yet we are doing exactly the opposite of that. This is 76 points of taper baguettes as well. You're getting the platinum. It does stay in platinum. Don't forget amethyst earrings coming up at the top of the hour. The reason I keep telling you about them is we are so limited on them. We only have a few pairs to go around. So that's why I'm letting you know early. Don't have many of those amethyst earrings to go around, as not nearly as many as we're going to need. So that's why I want to let you know there. But this is a really big bargain. And there is only one. Let's try it on. Come on in early. Don't be shy with me here today, because we got too many values to be sitting back on the line going, oh, I don't know. Is that a good value? Is it not? Let me tell you, I've been in the business a long time. There are never values. And I know things are crazy right now out there. We are doing values as if we're shopping a discount on 10-year ago pricing. That's how good we're making it. And instead of $49.99 on this emerald, which has the 76 point, that's over 3/4 of a carat, baguettes and the rounds are really large, we're going to make this better than $29.99. That's my sale price. Sometimes you just got to kick it into another level, another gear, and I'm all about that, whether I'm racing cars or whatever. You know, it's just like you've got to downshift, and we got to make sure those prices are coming down with it. And this is going to be better than $29. I'll do better than $19.99. We just have that one, and that's the one you get, and you just tell us the size you need, and boom, it's done. It's on its way out to you. I think you're going to be absolutely thrilled, not only the way it looks, but the way it feels, and we're going to make that $1,699. So I just took $300 off. You're going to take another $170 off, and that means that when all is said and done, you got for $1,529, you got a really beautiful emerald ring with quite a few diamonds as well. And don't forget about that Conch Pearl Paraiba, or if you just say, I like that stone, tell me what you can do. Well, we can make that happen for you right away. If you'd like to just go ahead and see that Conch Pearl with those neon Paraibas, give me a call, say the word. We'll be glad to show it to you. That's a very, very important style. So it's last call, and don't forget we have that purple sapphire still here. That's the star sapphire. We've got so many beautiful pieces tonight, but again, really looking for your requests as well, whatever that might be. And that's what I'd like to hear, because there's nothing more fun than showing you what you want to see, giving you the discount of a lifetime, you taking 10% off just for the holiday weekend. We're celebrating America's birthday in a big, big way, and we've got that one for $15.29. All right, so one caller should get that. And then we do have a new Radiant Diaspora tonight. That's coming out of that private collection we've been seeing of late. Dazzling Diasporas, had some really good ones. Okay, so I'm going to put together a little wheel for you, okay? We're going to do some extra discounting because we've got the first hour coming to an end here. So we got to move some jewelry. And we are going to do just that, my friends. We are ready to go with some very important brand new items. So I hope you don't mind the brand new. And if there is something older in the inventory you'd like me to bring out, happy to do it. But I know how many of us prioritize brand new styles because we already have what we've seen that we wanted and we're ready for new. Look at that. Blue sapphire, it looks like royal family type of material. Look at that gorgeous fire opal with the reds. How about this? I have got an imperial topaz that's mostly pink with a little bit of golden, and then I also wanted to bring out a new diamond piece that is two larger diamond marquise cuts brought together almost like a little V shape and a little asymmetrical V shape. And how about this wheel? All brand new. So sorry for bringing brand new. I know it's harder to understand. Well, is it a value if you haven't seen it 10 billion times? But I can promise you this. I know what the prices are to start, and we're bringing them all down. Yes. Thank you. The emerald is sold to Jason's caller. Thank you so much. And then here we are. Platinum across the board here. It's going to be all platinum. So they stay as is. There's an 85-point cushion cut sapphire right there in the back. Let me move this diamond ring up front. Just want you to be able to see all these stones really, really well. Pear shapes in our brighter colors on the side. Here's our blue sapphire. That's a cushion cut, but very rounded. And that's an 82-pointer. Actually, 85-pointer on the blue, 82 points on the fire opal. The 90-point is over here. That's Imperial Topaz, one source in the world, of course. And then 53 points in diamonds among those two there. Marquise cuts, both of them, and two really beautiful stones coming together in like a V-shaped formation. How stunning are these? And all platinum and heavy. There's a density to platinum that gold does not give, even 18 karat gold. And you've got this really, really important look. All across the board, which one do you like? Do me a favor. Call in real early, like right now, because they will not last. I can promise you, they will not last. There's one of a kinds on each. Whichever one you would like to have, it's going to be yours. And you're probably going to say, how on earth did I steal it for that price tag? Because you know, exactly, red, white, that was my whole idea. And I thought, well, the Imperial's kind of red, but it's kind of pink and kind of golden at the same time. It's what a good Imperial does. So yes, we're ready. I'm going to be patriotic with you all week, right? We're celebrating. It's America's birthday. On Friday, we're going to do something wild every single day throughout the weekend. And really, you got through Sunday here. So let's take advantage of it. It's only 15 hours in total. We're down to 14 now. So here's what I'd love to do on our brand new wheel, Platinum Quartet. You pick what you like. We're still sizing them for you, but nothing on this wheel is even going to be that $29.99 price tag. As a matter of fact, just to get all these really, the big phone lines we got here going on, they're already rocking a bit. Let's make sure every one of them goes. And again, really important diamond weights. You have 32 points here to go with your 85-point cushion cut sapphire. 82 points in the fire opal over here with a 27-point diamond weight. It's like two different stacks. And then you've got your Imperial sideways. It's at a little diagonal. You've got that 90-pointer with 10 points in diamonds. And then the front is just diamonds. 53 points among the two. You've got probably, I would say, probably a 35-pointer and a 20-pointer or so, how it breaks down among the two there, but we're going to do a lot better than even $19.99 or $1,500 or even $14.99. I know we're here ready to shop, we're ready to save, we're ready to celebrate, we're ready to kick off summer the best way we know how. Nothing better than to get some new jewelry here as your summer kicks off, and let's make it even better than 14. Or 13, or 12, or 11. Come on in on the phone lines. Do not be shy. We got more than 4 people watching who are ready to steal great jewelry at its highest level possible. And you know, I'm thinking we do even better than 11 or $10.99. I know what you're thinking. If she goes anywhere under $1,000, I'm in. We're making them better than $999. Let's light up these phone lines. We know how to do that better than anybody. Nobody can do what we do in jewelry. It's very simple. It's very simple, and I feel very comfortable saying that because in all my years, and 9 almost, of talking about just that right here on this show, do you know that no one's ever disputed that? There is nothing to be disputed. Nobody's going to touch what we do in fine jewelry. The values, the quality, everything, the designs, the styles, everything you want is here. Let's take a look at this wheel, and no, they are not going to be even $9.99 or $8.99. Are we really doing this? Because it's not even $899 a piece. This is before your extra 10% off. What are you waiting for? We got some of the rarest stones up there in the world with that quality of fire opal and that beautiful Imperial and then that classic sapphire, and you can stack away. If you can't decide between two, get a couple. It's the best way you can save and save and save some more. But let's make them $888, and that way they'll be $799 at checkout. And we've got 60 seconds with those 4 rings. 60 seconds only, and they will be gone. So good luck to you. 60 seconds. What can we do for you? Making you all the values out there. Let me show you. We'll show them obviously on the hand as you ask about them. We do have the sapphire piece. I'm going to try that on as a pinky ring. Don't forget, we're going to size for you. Not a size 3, no problem. That is the sapphire. Here's the Imperial. Here's the diamond piece. I love the diamond piece as a thumb ring. I don't know if it's going to fit there, but hey, we'll try. It looks great as a thumb ring there. You can see those 2 bigger diamonds. Again, that's 53 points among 2 stones only. Got to take advantage. Here's the fire opal. So which one would you like to have? Sapphire, Imperial, one source in the world and all natural. Here's our fire opal, and there's our gorgeous diamond ring. 2 beautiful marquise cuts coming together. So is that it? $7.99 per ring? Nothing doing, no takers? Okay, we keep them and I buy them. That's okay too. There's our Imperial. Gosh, that glow. See that orangey yellow glow coming through on the Imperial Topaz? Very nice. Here's our blue Sapphire in the back. And then we have a little pinky, orangey, golden, red. It's a mix. It's what the good stones in Imperial do. They give you not just one color, but multiple colors blended together. Okay, $7.99, that's it. All right, we're on our way, guys. We got a last call. What's up? Okay, blue Sapphire gone, 8689. Congratulations on that one. What about you, Jason? Which one are you taking? Nothing yet. Still verifying, and our blue is done. All right, congratulations. And don't forget to call us on any of the pieces you've seen earlier tonight. We'll help you out with those as well. And then we have got, I love our sales shoppers ready to go, ready to take advantage of everything in this entire inventory. Nothing's off limits, by the way, from the sale. Nothing that's in stock, at least. If it's in stock and available, nothing is off limits from the sale event. Nothing is off limits from the 10% off. So I would advise, it's why usually at a point like this, when we kick off a sale event, usually we are pretty busy with requests all night long. So this is your chance, and we are trying to be really receptive and just really respectful of the fact that a lot of people may be on the go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're getting you a heads up and an opportunity. Only about 6 minutes till we get to the Amethyst top of the hour earring special, and I do have a new Rubellite, so let's show that now. And are we leaving the rest? The Fire Opal, the Imperial Topaz, and the Diamond Ring. Yes, go ahead, Jason. Which one? Never mind. All right. And this bag doesn't want to open, so let me get the, I have to do some surgery here. Can't get my ring out. Here we go. All right. So now we're ready for a new Rubellite coming up. 112-8739. Rubellite, brand new, and a lot of gold. So Fire Opal, Diamonds, and Imperial are here if you'd like them. And here we go with the new. Look at this. I have never seen a mounting like this. It feels like a bit of the leafy design, like a tree of life design on the sides. And I know it's going to sit down a little bit, so I'm going to give it some help here because it's just a wider ring. And the way it's set up, being so squared off, it's going to fall forward a bit. So I'm going to help it out here once I give you some information. It's 18 karat gold, and it does have a Rubellite that is 278 in the size. So really important style there. The bright hot pinks we love. And that is going to be it's going to be a cushion close to square. 278 is the size with the 14 points in the diamonds, and we're going to blow it out right now. This one's got to go, and here's what it looks like when you see directly into that stone, one of those cleaner Rubellites, not the copper bearing material, so it's going to keep it on the more affordable side. I know some of you have said, I love those copper bearing Rubellites, but whoo, they are pricey. Well, it's one of the rarest stones in the world when you get the copper and the Rubellite together, so yeah, they do get to be a little more money. I wish rare things weren't expensive. I do, because I like rare things. I like different things. I thrive on that. I love that. I love conversation pieces and unique and all that. I love that, but you know, it's not easy necessarily to get those real extra rare pieces. Well, this is in the tourmaline family, one of the rarest you could get. Here's what it looks like on the hand. I like that the diamonds are more simple. It kind of gives you, well, certainly a lot of gold presence. I like that it looks almost like two different gold designs, tension setting that stone in the middle there. And we're going to take it down from the $49.99 list price it has. If this were just any old Wednesday and a brand new show coming out to play, no sale event, $49.99, but I have got full carte blanche to discount everything. And then we'll take 10% off, just a courtesy and extra bonus to shop and make the shopping all the easier this weekend as we celebrate the holiday. Let's make this better than $49, $39, $29. Even, I don't know if we can go lower than $28.88, but I'll tell you what, if anybody likes this one tonight, I'll do it right now for just $1,999. It's $200 additional off that price, by the way. So $200 off makes it $1,799 when you say yes at checkout. That's hugely important, especially for a Rubellite that's almost 3 carats in size like this one is. So, and a lot of 18 karat gold, no less. You can see that there. Lots of 18 karat gold housed within that ring. Really a good looking piece, isn't it? And that combination, something about this, when you've got that really, really important stone, I know it says no favors for it just looking at it from that angle. You really got to see exactly what you're going to see when it's on your finger as well. And let's move. Coming up, we've got a ruby piece. I'm just going to show this. This is a little bit probably out of the norm. I would say, considering I've been doing this a long time and I've never seen a combination like that. That is rare on rare. And I'm not just talking about what a lot of people would consider rare in this business, like, oh, well, it's rare because it's a sapphire and a ruby. Well, those have rarity in their own right. But what we're looking at are two of the most premium rare stones that you can ever get that most people will never see, let alone own, and they're all together in one ring. And the beauty of it is it wasn't just the novelty of it. It wasn't just the idea of let's put two together because we can. The idea was let's put two together because they look beautiful together. They are rare, but they look, the combination that you're getting when those two are together is really special and very different and unique. And I think that's what makes it so exciting. Now, this is 1128873. Definitely for a collector, and aren't we all glad that this is on a sale event where we can really discount it, because I know I am. I'm not a big fan of the Conch Pearl pricing, as much as I love the stories told and the big regulations surrounding them, because they are that rare. And when you think about those huge sea snail shells, those queen conch shells that are found only on the beaches of the Caribbean, and yet so endangered at this point, so limited, still in that pearl variety, but a very unique variety of pearl, because they're actually organic stones that grow inside those conch pearls, and there's nothing done to them. They're all natural. And to get even a stone that is larger than 10 points in size is considered really, really large. We're showing you a 1 carat 03, and that's just the beginning. That's only the start. Then you have the Paraibas, and we'll talk about, break down each and every individual trait that you're getting in this ring, but it is wild to see a carat 03, that alone. Then 12 points in round Brazilian, there's the original find that we talk about. The Brazilian Paraibas are so stunning. And you see how they don't have to, it's like Mother Nature knew. It was almost like she was protecting us from ourselves here, because it was like, I'm not gonna make them in big sizes. I'm not gonna allow them to grow in big crystal sizes because it might be just too powerful. They make such a statement even in their smaller sizes. It's like they don't need to be large stones to really show off their color. And you see it there, plus the diamond weight, 36 points in the diamonds, and altogether one very, very rare piece. Not to mention the diamonds that go down the sides and kind of twist and turn in that beautiful design. Yes. Which one? Designer Bangle. Thank you. Our designer bangle is gone, and look at this style. And that's almost like an oval shape. When keep in mind, these are not carved or cut. They don't get any help. They grow the way they grow. So whatever you end up getting from inside that shell is what you get. You can't modify a conch pearl. You can't change the shape or the color of it at all. That's just natural the way it is, the way it grew in that organic nature. So now we are ready. We are ready to take down a very, very important piece in price to make it feasible to those collectors out there that say, that's exactly what I want. That color combination is gorgeous together, and we'll take it a lot lower than even that $12,999 price tag. Welcome in Wednesday night. You just joined us. Welcome. We're so glad you're here, but it's also a sale event. It is the day one kickoff night of our big holiday, 4th of July weekend event. This is an event that's kicking off tonight. It is Wednesday, when the 4th is, well, something we're celebrating on Friday, which we'll be here to celebrate. But we're giving you a little kickstart to the holiday weekend. We will get sale prices throughout the weekend as well, and bring you new jewelry, which I'm really excited about, just like this one. So how about the big value happening right now for better than even $9,999. I got to try it on so you can see this on the hand. What a beautiful way if you just tuned in to start the hour. Then we'll have those earrings that I've been telling you about coming up next. They're amethyst drops. They're really affordable, but we only have 10 pairs to go around. And that is going to be tough when we've got the value we do. But who would like this one? Do you see how beautiful it is from afar? Those Brazilian Paraibas really stand out. They don't need a lot of light. And I apologize if you're waiting on hold. We will get to you shortly, I hope. So bear with us. It's a holiday week, and I'm sure we have some operators on the go and traveling. So it looks like we got a little light staff here, but that's okay. We will get to each and every one of you. Just don't hang up, okay? So this one's going to be better than 99, 89, 79, 69.99. Oh my goodness, this is a big value. Big value. And if you've ever wanted a conch pearl, we've got them all the time with diamonds, but this is a whole different level. Yes. Rubellite's gone. Thank you so much. Our Rubellite is now spoken for. A lot of pieces from the first hour are now going. So you think you know what's going on here. I think you know that as we get more viewership throughout the evening who are learning about this major sale, it is going to be an important time to dial in and get what you've been thinking about. Do not even wait till the end of the show tonight. That's going to be a big risk if you do. It's probably going to be gone before we get there because all of this jewelry, for the most part, we're talking about brand new, amazing, brand new, never before seen styles. And this is another one, and we'll do it for better than $59.99, and we are busy on the lines, and this one's going to go just like everything else is going tonight, but this is only going to be $4,999 instead. So whatever you do, hopefully you're just not waiting. Just don't wait. Waiting is going to be a bad idea on an event like this one. Get in and get in early, and make sure you grab these one-of-a-kinds because everything you see on the air is what you receive after it's sized for you. It will be done, and then, of course, we will get it right out to you. So let's get to our amethyst earrings coming up. I am so excited about these. They are the perfect drop earring. They are great color, and I think you know we have a very, very set type of amethyst that we utilize here. We don't just use the basic light lavender material, which is pretty on its own, but this is the next level amethyst, and we have not done an earring like this before with the shepherd's hook style, so it is a subtle drop. It's going to be $86.39, and this is the top of the hour I've been telling everybody about. We've already had some early interest just based on one quick flash of the earrings. Really want to make sure you know how important it is to be on the phone lines ready to go. There is that diamond overlap. So that designer diamond style is going to be part of your drop, but then just that little point of the diamonds is going to overlap over that angled point of your princess cut stone that are our best of the best Brazilian amethyst. Couldn't be more proud of them. Carat 85 is your total weight here in the amethyst itself. Then you get 14 points in the diamonds. They are in any gold you want. Yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold. We give you 3 choices in your gold color, but the crucial part is this. They will not last. Now, you have to realize the consistency of our amethyst, because I know we're talking about an event here where what you see is what you get, and it's rare to have anything in more than one of a quantity. This one I do, but limited to the point of 10 pairs, which sounds like a lot, probably sounds like more than enough. I just need you to realize that is not going to be nearly enough when you see the value that I put together for you that is so, so, so important. Please dial in as early as you can. This is a great gifting idea. That's how affordable they are. I rarely use that word gift. I know as well as you do that most people are shopping here for themselves and themselves only. Gifting is not usually something that happens around here. That's okay. But this would be a wonderful gifting opportunity if you want to share with somebody the beautiful varieties we love of our top quality amethyst. Here's how you do it. Let's take a look at them here. I've got a special look at them on. We want to show you the link that they're going to give you as well. But this is definitely not going to be something that lasts. And I know that's in TVON terms, that sounds like quantity that would last us years. It's not going to when you have a value like we put together. Reminder, if you just tuned in, we are giving you 10% off everything tonight, as you see on your screen there for our 4th of July event. Kicking off on this 2nd of July. Here's where you're getting 1 1/8 and 1/8. Top to bottom. I'll pop one on the ear. If you have those little silicone stoppers, they work really well. If you want to add one, you don't need to. What I always do with my shepherd's hook is just put one in and then I give it a little pinch close, just so it doesn't work its way out of your piercing, and then you are good to go. Again, white, yellow, or rose gold, but they're so much prettier even on. I mean, yes, seeing them drop is lovely, but really when you see them on, that's when I get really into these earrings. I'm just so proud that we can do something like this for you and make them very, very affordable where you see them there, where they've got that great little shine and detail. You see how they look from a distance there. Yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold. There's nothing that's overly dressy about them. They're not heavy at all. They're not 2 inches in length. They're just a little over 1 inch, so that makes them very wearable. I think they're also good for all ages. I think they're pretty ageless here. There's really just a great variety where you can just wear them and enjoy them, and they're not heavy, and they go with everything, and they're also going to be better than $9.99. But only a few pairs to go around, and I would not be entirely surprised if a few people out there decided to take more than one pair and get them for gifting ideas. So that's up to you to do, but let's go back up close and really make sure that we can send them out in a wonderful grand fashion here. Give you a value you can be thrilled about. How many people have said to me in the last 6 months, well, I don't know if I think I might be priced out of fine jewelry, so I'm going to go head on over and look at those sterling silver places and those gold vermeils, and I'm going to go look at lab grown, and I'm just, they don't want to, but they're realizing that's often the reality, just to fit a budget. Well, come on into TVON. I think you're going to be very surprised, and we only do fine jewelry, so not the demi-fine, not the other kinds of, you know, different faux, and everybody's trying to convince everybody that, well, if it's not natural anymore, it's still kind of cool. It's a different level of value, that's for sure. We're going to make these better than even $888. That's a price I could be very proud of. As someone who seeks value for you every single day, I'm very proud of that price tag. We're going to do a lot better than $888 or $777 or $699 if you haven't dialed in. This is the time to do it right now. White, yellow, rose, not even $699 a pair. This is kind of nuts. And all you have to do is dial in, get as many as you want, and we will sell them out. Promise you that. There's a reason they're here at the top of the hour. And I do not want you to miss out, that's for sure. I'll tell you, the emails I get every day from people who are devastated, and that's not an exaggeration. That is true. I mean, the emotion of devastation is something that oftentimes, you know, if you miss out on that item and you knew it was a great value, that's something we don't want you to have to go through. If you pick up the phone and dial in early, you will not have to. We give you that advantage. How about $599? Are we thinking yes now? Are we thinking that's a value? $599, we need to go better, and we're giving you 10% off wherever I end up. And who knows where that's going to be at this point, because we're seeing a mighty fine value as it is. An amethyst like that, when you're getting almost 1 carat in each earring, princess cut, which is an unusual cut. Obviously, we're giving you the best amethyst out there with that deep saturated color you're getting. And no, it is not going to be $599 a pair. Come on in, it's shopping time. It's the 4th of July, almost, and we are getting you the great savings event started early. Let's make it better than $599. How about $499? And that'll be gone in a hurry. Only a few pairs to go around already because they've been popular from the jump. So here's your last call to get that big, big value going for yourself. This is stunning. $449 at checkout as well. Let me just remind you, you're getting an extra $50 saved there. So that's a big value as well. And that'll be $499. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we're on our way. And do get requests in. Jason, what were you picking up over there? Oh, well, that's not really picking something up, is it? That's throwing it back. Okay, so if you missed out on the emerald we brought you earlier that was brand new, it's still here. So that's good news for somebody out there that we had to turn away. So if you missed out on the emerald, give me a call. We can have that still for you. It was, I'll flash it for you in case you are wondering, is that the emerald? I think it is. Let me show you. So we'll give that another look, and then we are going to be on our way to our next item, and we got a lot of brand new tonight. Let me know if you have any requests. Like I said, anything you want to see, happy to help you out with those. Certainly hope we can do that for you. We have diamond stud earrings coming up that are a cluster of diamonds that look like a much bigger than what you're getting. Look at this. This is that emerald we had earlier for $1,699. So just a little reminder, a friendly reminder that it's still available in that platinum setting if you'd like to get it. And that was our 53-point emerald cut, 76 points in the diamonds as well. Okay, let's keep moving. We got a lot to do, and I'm hoping we'll get requests in throughout the show as well. That would be, honestly, nothing makes me happier. So, and happiness is a good thing. So let's keep that going. And then we do have a Tanzanite a little bit later. There's a big Tanzanite, it's a 3 carat 18, and it's a very important round. So we will see this one coming up. If you feel like, I just think I need another Tanzanite, or maybe you are a late arrival to the Blue Winged Block Days and you want a good one, we've got that one coming up. And I always like to show Tanzanite with an amethyst because I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm good with Tanzanite, I don't need it because it's purple and I've got my purple stones. But when you get the really good high quality, you can see they're identifying more as a blue than a purple. So that's also important. All right, we're sold out of the amethyst earrings, it looks like. If you're getting the last one, then we're done. All right, so that's going to be gone. And $449, remember your price at checkout. We did bring out a beautiful. So the other day I was with you, I think it was maybe Saturday or Sunday morning when I had our huge Indicolite. It was about 14 carats. And a lot of you were drooling over it, but said, oh, then the price. Yeah, this is one that is Indicolite as well, but look at that, and all the color, and yet this one much more affordable. than what I had the other day. So 112-8876 might just be calling your name if you want to add that really rare variety of blue tourmaline to your collection. So 112-8876 is here, and this one always helps to see it up to the light like any stone. It's just a lot of bigger stones. We have to give it a little bit of help here. So that's going to be our 7 carat 95 emerald cut, and it is also 20 points in diamonds. They're going to be sitting right there on the sides in pave, figure 8 style. That is a platinum setting, by the way, so as when we see a lot of the new white metal pieces, they will be oftentimes platinum or 18 karat white, this one being platinum. It's a 7 carat 95, so you're still getting a huge size of Indicolite, and it's showing off how very clean it is when you see it right there. You realize, okay, so that's not like that too dark, too deep, really, really overly rich material. Not at all. You've got that super important material that's showing up like those bright teal blues we love. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Also going to be a great way to see what that stone does from a distance away, because it just lights up. And that does have that 20 points in diamonds. And like I said, if you missed out on that large Indicolite, or maybe it was just too much, right? Because it was like $13,000, $14,000. So that's a little more than we're accustomed to seeing. This certainly is going to bring it down to a much more affordable level, get you that deluxe stone that is so, so rare. And I'll make it simple. Isn't that what a sale event's about? I'm just running my mouth up here going, here's the best value I can give. Oh, and by the way, the best value I give, then I'm dropping that price. And then I'm going to give you 10% extra off as well, just to make sure that there is absolutely no hesitation out there, because hesitation doesn't get you anywhere in life. You got to be proactive, whether it's, you know, going after what you want in life, whether it's career path, whether it's whatever your goal is. But if it's great jewelry you want to own, this is important. We got a lot of great jewelry shoppers out there that are collectors that know value when they see it. So this is why you don't want to wait on any of these collectible new items that we have. And this one's going to be better than even $79.99. So all began. It just, again, I love the idea of brand new on sale. I think that's really important, and you need to get in on these values, because instead of $79, $69, $59, $49, I'm trying to make an Indicolite in a big size, which we've never had at this affordable level. We're trying to make it happen right now, and I'll do better than even $3,999. Here's the way you do it. Don't forget about the amethyst earrings that are still, I guess we do have a pair left, so we have one pair left there, but I'll make this better than $39. And remember, 10% off. I try to spell it out for you, but 10% off, you go to basically that last digit, pretend there's a decimal point at the end, move it on over, that's what you're saving. So move it on over one position left. If you're getting a $39.99, which by the way, I'm about to do better so you can pick up the phone and dial in, but if you just save, think about you're always going to save an extra 10% off. So that is $399.90 right now, $400 extra saved on this incredible ring, which is one of our best values we've seen on Indicolite already to this point. Now you get a better value than that, and this is how we do it. It's not going to be $39.99 either. We're going to blow it out. Then you take your 10% off. It's significant savings. This isn't $5 or $10 or $20 or $100 off. In most cases, it's far greater than that. And we're going to make it $3,499 only. That's it. That's all. So here we go, $34.99, and then you get $350 off that, basically, $349.90. So pretty close to $350 off and saved. Here we go. So that's really, really important. And here we are. This is just so good. You ready for it? Said 30 seconds and we move. Any requests, get them in. That's important. Here's where we're at. We've got a few pieces left from our first hour. One pair left in the amethyst earrings for $449. Definitely pick those up. And here we are. Last call on this Indicolite. Do not miss out. That is really good. 8 carats of true blue Indicolite. That's cool. And here we are looking at our last look at it. I don't think that one's gone just yet, but a lot of people verifying on that one. So this is your chance. All right, then we've got our Counzite pendant and also a new imperial topaz that's even bigger than that last one we had on that wheel. And I did, you know, I've got some returning favorites that are just, they needed a little extra discounting like this. This yellow diamond cocktail ring, wow, I'd take one of those yellow diamonds. Look at the number of pear shapes and the big oval in the middle. all those yellow diamonds. We've got that one discounted for you. What else would you like to see? Some Tanzanite drops. I have huge opal pendants here tonight that really look like something out of a Queen's collection. Look at that opal. That's awfully pretty. It looks like really cool, like if the sunset met ocean currents, that's what that reminds me of. It is, oh, just, you know, that's just your average 12.5 karat opal. You know, looking like a 25 karat stone. I also have, you tell me if any of these are appealing. I also have this one here. Oh my, look at this. It's a brooch or a pendant. Look at that. Wow, that's new. But I can always go to older pieces too. If we're more comfortable with the older pieces, yeah. Thank you on the Indicolite. Congratulations. You just knew that was going to go. Well done there. And then we have those Tanzanite drops. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go to it. We got these Tanzanites with this little ribbon design up top. Those are emerald cuts. Aren't they stunning? Item number is 1128199. These are all one-of-a-kind pieces, so the only exception would be some of our diamond pieces, the amethyst earrings that I had earlier. Here is the second of the set here, and let me go ahead and polish this one a little extra for you. So 841 here, 4 carats 20 in each of those emerald cuts, and they're going to sit a little differently because they have that ribbon design also set differently so that there's a left and a right design. And then we've got 8 carats 41 in the emerald cuts, 7 points in the diamonds as well, lever back style, and that's fantastic, isn't it? Love that. And we're going to blow them out right now. And it's a very simple way to do an earring. By the way, the earrings I'm wearing, for those of you asking about them, they are available. They are not my own. I wish they were. They are a 410 inside out hoops that we do in the oval shape. I'm going to put one of these on for you. Let me just give it a quick measure here just to show you what an 1 3/8 looks like. I already have the lever back opened up so you can see how that's going to work. It's like a shepherd's hook but with that hinge. And then you've got that drape there. That's going to be right about 1 1/4 inches. So I would say, yeah, 1 3/8. It just depends on if you're looking at where it begins or where the actual loop is that's going to be in your piercing. But it's a very, very important look. It's obviously bigger stones individually. I do have to prop it up to see that better look at the quality and the color. But I think really seeing them on is probably the best look here, just to really get an idea of how big they are. Because on the wheel, well, there's never any way to get a true perspective when they're sitting there on a wheel. And I probably would have put the other one on had I really thought about it. I like that this is, again, a little like almost dove's tail ribbon that you can wear where the inside, the kind of point is either inside or out. It totally just depends on what you like and what kind of symmetry you like to create. But that's what they look like from a distance. We're going to make it a really, really big value and send them out in a hurry here. And the red flashes are there. The neons are there. Everything is there. And we're going to make them a new price tonight. Only one pair, of course. They stay in the white gold. We are about to really reduce these down. And welcome into our 10% off. Welcome into our 4th of July weekend sale. Welcome into jewelry shopping paradise here. And we're going to do better than that $89.99 when that's only $1,000 a carat. Let's go back to the wheel. Take another look. They're not $89. $79 or $69. This is your big savings, and why not take them at 10% off? The values don't get any better than what it is on the air. The fact you're getting that extra 10% off just saves you a bundle. And let's go even lower. And I'll just reverse them because that's the best way to see those colors. Look at that. Look at the saturation levels you're seeing there. And they're not $59.99 either. Even better value. Only going to be first, you know, we can skip $49.99. Let's just go all out here, super low. It's going to be only $3,999. That way you get that $400 extra off. They will be $35.99 instead. And let me know what you would like to see. It is your choice. So $39.99, and that's that. We've got a couple pieces left from hour number 1. So this is your last call, and it's a very, very important value tonight on everything. So thanks on the Indicolite. Who got that one? William, thank you so much, William. Enjoy, and we have another request coming out, so we'll do that coming up for you. Thank you so much. Keep those coming. We'd love your requests. Oh, we've got several actually. Hi, Nancy and Rosalie. We've got another more ruby for you to look at with the star. Robert, an incredible unheated tanzanite. So I'm just going to go in no particular order here, but we do have one for Nancy coming up. So I just showed this the other day. That's going to be a lot of what's happening is pieces we're checking on from a couple days ago because now you get the 10% off. So why not see it at at a better value than it already was. I'll move those aside, and then let me show you this. Oh, Nancy, you got great taste here. This is the curb link, kind of like the ID bracelet we saw earlier, and I'll start with it from a distance just so you can see the whole bracelet here splayed out. But that's going to be item number 1110639, 50 points in diamonds. You see the 3 in the center there? Every so often, every inch or so through the middle, there's a diamond encrusted curb link. 50 points in diamonds, and also it's a 7-inch. This is the one I like though for adjustability, because if you look at it this way, it's got the lobster claw closure over here, but then you've got essentially a choice of, and I know when it's just kind of dangling here, it's going to move a little bit, but you have a choice of where you're going to link it. So you can use any of these links you like. So 7 inches the max, but if you need a really short length, if you need a medium length, if you want a little smaller, you can make it happen. So I'll go up close. Actually, while I'm here, let's show it on the wrist. And I do recommend just kind of make sure that it's sitting flat first when you do put it on, because obviously you want to fasten that so it stays that way, so you can kind of, again, fine tune it as far as length. 50 points in diamonds, a lot of gold. It's white gold only on this one, and we only have the one, and it's here for $19.99. And so you get $200 off just for shopping the sale event tonight, which saves you $200, so it makes it $17.99 only. We'll show it up close as well, just so you can see how those diamonds look up close and personal there. And see that pave link. Do you have that one? Thank you. That is sold. Hope it's Nancy who got that one. And Rosalie, here is your star ruby. This time around, it is a star ruby. It's 1127154, and oh, wow. Oh, this looks like satiny, velvety, doesn't it? The color, the clarity of this ruby is stunning. Look at that. Now, obviously, it's a bit muddled of the star because it's fighting against these two lights, but there you see. So, and I'm still blocking more or less both lights, but look at that. You see how that star is going to really show up as one when you've got your one light source. The ruby itself, well, it is set in platinum, and it does have a carat 77 on the ruby, and unique because they set it east to west, with some tapered baguettes and some round brilliance also. Pretty piece, isn't it? Wider band of platinum certainly gives you a lot of your metal there to enjoy, and it's wide and it's heavy. It definitely has a really deluxe feel to it. In that platinum, we're going to blow it out right now. There is only one, and it's carat 77. 62 points is the diamond weight, so that would be just shy of 2/3 of a carat in your diamond weight. And remember to call even on pieces you've seen go on by, because if they're still here, we can get it for you, and don't wait too long. Let me try on the star ruby. This is a true ruby though, and I'm guessing that's what Rosalie's looking for, some red, white, and blue. I say blue because, yeah, you've got really white diamonds. They tend to be regarded as blue-white, and even Burma rubies have a secondary color blue to them as well. So that really is matching that whole vibe we've got going on this weekend. And let's make this better than $7,999. High-quality star rubies will do that. They'll get up there in a hurry. We're going to take it a lot lower. Very first caller only. Let's make this $2,999 instead, and you got $300 extra saved right there. So, Mary, which one? I don't know which ring you're referring to. So if you'll give me some guidance, Mary P., let me know which piece you need to see from the underside. I'm not sure. So unless you, yeah, I don't know which one. Perhaps this one? Let's show it this way. So there's the inside of that platinum piece. And then, Robert, we do have your piece next if you want to get on the phone lines early, just to make sure you're ready to go on the unheated. It's one of our largest of our unheated tanzanites, which are truly, they're even more rare than blue wing block Ds. So be the only stone that's more rare than blue wing block D would be the unheated stones in tanzanite. Very few of them get to be unheated these days. You just don't see that. So there's our ruby star. Let me know that's available at the moment. And again, I'm not waiting for pieces to sell. That's just not how this event works. We keep on moving to show you more, including our next request, which is, well, it's fantastic. This is the exact definition of unheateds usually. Now, they can be all different because, again, we're not basically heating them up to scale it to what we want here. This is where you're relying only solely on Mother Nature. That's it, to give you, in this case, colors of a tanzanite, which if you're going, but I see blues and greens on top of the deep vivids and the purples, and the reason you're seeing that is because that is what these natural stones do. They are so incredibly rare. We are so proud to have a few collection pieces that have been here a long time. These are not new acquisitions to our collection here. They've been here for decades, and you're probably thinking, but TVON hasn't, so what are you talking about? But again, ownership here that founded TVON almost a decade ago has been in the gem collecting business for 6 generations. That's a lot of years. And so you're going to come across stones that you have not seen elsewhere of late that are more of museum caliber level stones. That's exactly what you have here. This is an unheated stone. So now it's regulated. So anything's mined. And I know we don't have a lot of mining left in Tanzania. There's only one mine. There's only one source. When it's gone, it's gone. And unlikely we're ever going to find it anywhere else on the planet. However, with all the recent mined material, the first thing the rough is heated. And then you have the facet process begin. And then that's when you can start setting tanzanites into beautiful jewelry. But there's a step and there's a process to that. This is the all natural. Did not receive any heat treatment whatsoever, which is extremely rare. And usually to get higher saturation, you have to have heat. It's like that with a lot of stones. So to get the saturation level as you see it here, but then the extra bonus is you get these nuanced colors where it's also giving you the blues and the greens. We've called them peacock tanzanites. You can call them mermaid. They're very, very beautiful. They're, this one's item number 2623. It is a gigantic 9 carat 16 pear shape, which for any tanzanite at all would be a high value stone. And then you have 128 in diamonds as well. And that's what it looks like. Every time I find that when you're wearing it, as it moves or as you move from one light to another or as it moves, you see it almost looks like iridescence, almost like what we'd find from an aurora borealis. It's really unique. There's a core of green, there's aqua blues that come through in addition to your purples. It's very rich, it's really wild, and we're gonna do better than $12,999. That is our large one, but they don't all do that. They don't all give you a lot of blues and greens. So I think that's what we look for in the better material, the cleaner material. Well, tanzanite doesn't have clarity issues, so it's not a big headline to say, hey, look, it's clean, but it is a big headline to see the unheated and to go that extra step in rarity and to bring it down in price to a brand new low, discounted just for this holiday weekend event, and it's going to be better than $99.99 and much lower than that as we approach the halfway point of the show. So really want to make sure you're in early. Again, request or not, we honor the first caller that says yes, and now I'm bringing this even lower than you could ever imagine. It's not $99, $89, $79, or $69.99. It's lower than that. So really, really important and impressive. And again, for anybody who wants it, we don't see these very often. This is the time to get them. Do you know there's nothing new coming in? And that probably, if you follow the trades, is not going to surprise anybody. How can there be new unheated tanzanites when coming in when everything to this point is heated? Everything. You don't find anything that was mined in this modern era that was anything but heated, because generally, as a rule, the higher saturation levels get more money per carat, but you're getting both. You're getting the best of all worlds here. It's the nuance of the bicolor. It's also that saturated level. You get it all in this stone. That's the beauty of it. That's why this particular stone is a little extra on the rarity scale, because it's huge, number one. It's got the bicolors, number two. It's also where there is purple and blue, that's really saturated. And again, didn't get the help of heating like almost every tanzanite in the world does. And that's really crucial. It's not $69, $59.99. There's a better value on everything tonight. That's why you should be making requests as well, is because everything will go. The prices cannot get better. And this is not $59.99 as promised. We're going even lower than that. And it's going to be only $4,999, but there's an extra $500 off that. So you get a big value, huge value, and $44.99 is the price. Where are you getting a carat 28 in diamonds alone for a price like that? That's tough to do, but that's why we do these blowout events. You get the bigger discount and then your extra 10%. It equals a lot of savings, but just for one caller. So we'll give that a final 30 seconds. We've got to move. That's one of the rarest stones I will show you in the entire event, let alone tonight. So that's the important thing. And thank you, Robert, for even asking for this, because it's a pleasure. I can go through weeks and months of airtime and never have an unheated tanzanite to show everybody. And it is nice to every now and again touch on what that stone is, because if nothing more, if you're not shopping, hopefully you're getting educated while you watch these shows, so you can be the smartest gem and jewelry shopper out there. And that's really what this is about. Okay, so let's talk about also rubies and diamonds in a new necklace coming your way, because it sounds like this one's made it so far. It's available. We've got rubies and diamonds. We've got Counzite. We do have a copper bearing stone or two as well, if you'd like to see them. Speaking of copper bearing, look at this. There is a Paraiba in the traditional blue-green color, and it is everything. It's clean, it's a good size, it's got 50-50 blues and greens. Check that out. It's in one of our famous bridge setting styles with 82 points in diamonds as well. Now, why am I showing this to you? Why am I just, hopefully at this point, showing you what somebody out there is going to own in the next few minutes of this show? At the top of the hour, it's 7 o'clock Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to bring this out. It's 28 minutes and 20 seconds away. And the reason I want to give you a heads up now is that, so you don't miss it, number one, because even when I tell you, people miss out on things because you step away for a second and boom, it's gone. This is what's coming up at the top of the hour. There is a value we have not seen on Paraiba coming up at the top of this hour that is happening on this very ring. And these are not the kinds of stones that go on sale. They're not even for sale at this point anywhere but here. So this is a good time to get your Paraiba if you're loving it. It is very rare. It's that really gorgeous blue-green. It's neon. It's the ultimate, and it's covered in diamonds, almost a carat. And by the way, it's going to be on sale too. We're putting it on sale tonight. So that is really important. Just wanted to share it with you. That's coming up at the top of the hour. Make sure you're with me for that, especially if you've been wanting one, but they've been a little out of the price range because not everybody's got $40,000 or $50,000 to spend. Well, I have got you hooked up tonight with the value you need to see. And then we'll have more tanzanite. We'll have the blue wing block D in the round. I've got some new opals I wanted to share with you. These are all brand new opals coming up. Let me move that aside because that was a little preview. And we'll bring in some platinum black opals here out of lightning. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's like multiple patterns coming together, which is my favorite thing to happen in opals. Look at that. It's like a design happening all in one stone, yet you've got a little bit of that glitter look. You've got almost what looks like two different patterns coming together and divided down the middle in a diagonal. You've got some very big mosaic colors. That's one choice. Here's another. Wow, that's got the blue greens. That's got a nice straw pattern in it as well. I guess we're going to need more room here because there's a third option that's also coming out to play. That's Australian opal. And it's more of our look at this, look at that, oh, come on. Now I kind of have a feeling I know which one is gonna go first and fastest here. That is stunning. Look at these. Well, how do you decide? Well, they're all brand new. I hope you don't mind. Like I said, I know we get used to sale events being all about you've seen it 100 times, here it is one last time. This is a little different kind of sale event, and I love it. It's my favorite kind to do because we're showing you the unexpected, the brand new, the what's new, what's latest, what's hottest, and taking them right down to a discount so you don't have to wait. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to hope that you can get it before somebody else does when it's finally discounted 6 months from now. This is it. You get the lowest price possible right here and now tonight. So I really encourage you to dial in on these because I know you have a favorite of the three. That's why I'm putting them all together because they're similar enough in nature where we're going to have, well, one low price. We're going to have all these carat weights be pretty similar, and they're all from Australia. So they're that top notch of opals. Let's take a look at these. All three, come on over. And if you like the big one in the middle, I would be speedy on that one because, well, here's how they break down. That's going to be a 157. Oh, they're going to look triple what they weigh. 157 with 50 points in diamonds over here. If you like the blue-green on the left, that's a carat 84. That is not the largest. Actually, the one on the right is the largest, but just by a few points. This is our 184 with 12 points in diamonds, and here is the 190, 14 points in diamonds. I have a little hint for you here. We're going to be doing an all-out, good old-fashioned, brand new giveaway. There is going to be a giveaway price tag. Please dial in early. If you are not dialing in early, you are going to miss out. There's just no two ways about it. These are brand new to everybody watching right now for the very first time going, I have not seen any opals with quite those patterns, and now to sale that, and we're going to discount them. They're all in platinum. Those are all VS diamonds around them. And every single one of them, well, they start at $4,999 and they go up to $59.99. And I bet you all can probably guess which one was $59.99. Well, let's go even lower than the lowest price of the three, make it even more interesting for you. And whatever you do, if you're waiting, that's fine. But I can't guarantee you're going to get one. They're all one of a kinds, of course. Opals always are. And we want to make sure you get the one you love the most. And I cannot get over that middle stone. That is under dramatically hot lights. Look at that. I'm just trying to do what I can to darken the set here to show you a more true to life example, but still they are going to be screaming rock stars beyond what you're seeing. I can vow to you, every single one will go. There is no question. Every single one will be gone. They're not staying here. They will not, they cannot, because of what I'm about to do to this price. It's just disgraceful. If I'm being honest, I'm doing something disgraceful. Really, really, really inappropriate for fine jewelry to go this low. But I'm here to bring you a happy 4th of July sale. It's summertime. It's a holiday weekend. We know summertime, it's a quieter time of year for us in the shopping business because some people aren't at home. It's hard to watch when you're not at home. Now, some of you do. I've had ladies shop from drive-thrus, and I've had ladies shop from the home improvement store, a coffee shop, a cruise ship, a lot of places, right? So hopefully you can take us on the go when you are. But I love that we can bring you values like this because of the time of year, because it's a sale, because it's summer. We're celebrating. We're here with you 365. So this is the idea. Well, you know, when we need to be. So yes, Wednesday through Sunday. Here's what we've got for you. Come rain or shine, holiday or not, we're here. So instead of 49 or 39, and come on in, don't be shy on the phone lines. You can always hang up if the price tag is not for you. But I will tell you right now, they will not stay. They're not going to be even 39, 29, or 19.99. And now you're free to say, I'd like left, right, or center. And just know, because this has been my MO of late, have you known or seen or witnessed how many wheels I've done where the pieces are sold out before I even get to the lowest price? How many times have we seen that in the last week or two? 3 that I can think of, where they were gone, every piece was spoken for, and I just kept on lowering the price. Those, by the way, were not sale event shows. There was no additional discount, none of that. This is a sale event show. So wherever I end up, you're still taking another 10% off, and I'm going real extra, super crazy, unbelievable, like sub-cost low, just to make sure they all go. That's what we're doing. Yes? The one in the center is already gone, of course. Of course it is. That's going to be item number 1128706. I'll try it on, and that's gone. And it's not going to be $19.99. So now you're choosing between the blue greens. Here's the center one on the hand, just so they know what they're shopping for here before you see this ultimately low price that is not even $14.99. We're going lower. They're going to be awfully happy because they loved it for $19.99. Wherever I end up, you save an extra 10%. That is a fact. So let's make it even better than $13.99. And this is prior to an extra additional savings. You're going to love it. But we're going even lower than $13.99. Let's make them $1,299. Any one of them you'd like. And, of course, those come down to $11.69 at checkout. Impressive. Impressive. So $1,299. And you get it for only $11.69. And a dime, and you choose whichever one you like. Let me lift these up so you can really see those patterns that you're getting on brand new, never before seen. Look at all the green. That just, it's like having a color change stone. Is it blue or is it green? Is it blue? Is it green? I'm seeing a bunny rabbit. Anybody else? I see the 2 eyes, the ears, I don't know. Look at that. That's what's fun about opals. They look different every time you look at your ring. Every time. Different light, different pattern, different colors, different everything. It is. It's like a miracle stone that somehow just, look at that. Same thing here. Look at that blue and green. Look at that straw pattern. Those big, big, big doses of green you're getting. That is so beautifully done. Jason, do you have a preference left or right there? Only 2 left, and we got to move. Loving the brand new, and $11.69 per piece, whichever you prefer. Yikes, that's good. Yeah. The right side gone. Congratulations. That 8869 is your item number on that one. So that one is now spoken for. And are we really going to leave 8715? The 184 with the 12 points in diamonds. Again, a crisscrossing figure 8 style of a band on the sides in platinum And we will move along. Thank you on the opals. 2 out of 3. We're just waiting on that last one. I don't think that's going to be long for this world. And then we do have a new diamond necklace for you. And we have more coming up. I did bring out a nice little ruby collection for you that we reduced heavily. All of our best 1 carat plus rubies in a variety of different shapes, sizes. Oh my goodness, we might as well do this right now because we got that top of the hour in Paraiba coming up. We're going to do something really wild there. I do want to show you, since now it's officially July and we are really decked ourselves out in the best of the best rubies here on this next opportunity. This is a quick blowout. And again, wait on the rubies here. We'll do one more thing. I just got a request in here. Someone wanted to see this huge yellow diamond. We'll wait on the rubies for a moment. And then here is the yellow diamond cocktail ring. Well, hello, beautiful. 11287, 8270 rather, on this one. And that last opal, that super elongated, carat 84, still available if you'd like to get it. And then we will get to the rubies shortly, and then we'll have that top of the hour Paraiba as well. But this is 8270. That is a 37-point center oval, first of all. Then you get massive pear shapes, a diamond halo as well, that is first yellows, and then the outer halo done in the white diamonds, total 310. Is your diamond weight. By far, the majority are your yellows. Incredible style here. It's a beautiful cocktail ring, no doubt about it. Let's show you first on the hand because I don't want you to be surprised when you get it at home. That's not a normal size ring. That one is loud and proud. And just incredible colors because that's exactly the color you want your yellow diamonds to be. But it's so difficult to get perfect matching, especially as you're going to different shapes and sizes of stones like we have. That's tough to do. So we're really proud of this and so glad that we have you here tonight for our last hour and 15 minutes or so that we've got in the show. Not a lot of time, definitely a lot of great jewelry still hanging out and lots to show you still. But this is our brand new markdown, 310, but remember, overwhelmingly so, almost 3 carats of it. I mean, really, you've got a good 260 all in the yellows, and the pristine nature of how they look, the clarity, the brightness, the neon, they're not orangey or brown. You're not getting saturation thanks to another color entering the chat here. It's all the bright yellows. It's super stunning. That's what we want our yellow diamonds to look like. When you're looking at high quality, that's what they should look like. That's what it's about. And they are all natural in their color. They're not treated or heated at all. And we'll make it just, oh yeah, remember when it was $16,999? Not tonight. This is, and wouldn't this be the day you do pick out something a little more lavish perhaps? You know, it's when you want to really shop those pieces that are a little bit higher end. You've just got simply more to save. Right now, you'd be saving $1,699. But let me save you more than that first, and then we'll still save you some extra money so that you're not paying $99.99. There's $7 grand back to you. Then I'm not going to make it $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000. I'm really trying to make really big, deluxe, gorgeous, one-of-a-kind pieces. Do I have 8 of those? No, I have 1. It's pretty much how we operate here. So it's not the time to wait because then you miss out on the ring. I have nothing else like that. That's the thing. I will work my you-know-what off to bring you something, make you something, find something. When pieces sell out, that's the majority of the customer service I do, is basically fielding those emails and those questions of, I missed out on this. Do you have another? What can you do to find one that looks like this? Can you make something? And usually it's really tough to do when you deal with such important exotic stones. It's not like you can just make them again and again and again and again. This is a prime example. I'm not going to have anything quite like this. This is the night to get it. Obviously nothing to wait on when you know the best value is coming your way right now. And it's not $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000. I'll make it $49.99 and you get $500 off extra just for saying yes tonight and celebrating what I think those are my kind of fireworks. Give me diamonds. Give me brilliance 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want fire and brilliance, and I don't need to rely on the 4th of July to see my fireworks show. I don't mean to be the anti-party girl, but I'm not into fireworks. It's not my thing. I'm just like, I can take it or leave it, right? It's not like I'm not going to be rushing outside on Friday night going, oh, let me go see the fire. I'm just, I'm indifferent about it. But maybe it's because I'm obsessed with sparkle and I'm around it every day. Yes. Oh, good, the Tanzanite. The unheated Tanzanite has found its home. Congratulations. Was it our requester by chance? It was. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Robert. All right, so $44.99 would be your price on this yellow diamond ring. Now we'll do our little ruby party here. It's our ruby selection of 1 carat pluses. I've got oval, oval, and heart. So 3 great choices to see what we have for everybody who wants a July birthstone, or who cares? It doesn't matter. A week from tonight is my brother's birthday, and then 9 days after that is Peanut's birthday, and 8 days after that is Mom's birthday. So it's a busy month of July. And for anybody who has a birthday in July, well, first of all, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday month. But also, let's just take a moment and really just admire what is this deluxe stone that I just get so excited about, because there is a reason we call it the King of Gems. And, well, when they look like this, you see why they get that title. Look at that heart shape. I cannot get over it. And then look at this, another oval with really big diamonds. This one's got a couple of pink diamonds as well. Went pretty classic here outside of the heart shape, which is very unusual. Went classic with the double halo. Then look at that. They're all so bright and shining and clean. You got to just point that out. But big diamonds on the left side. Fancy cuts around it. Really good trio here. Only one of each. And there is a brand new markdown. So let's celebrate the month of Ruby, whether it's a birthstone or not. I think we can all get behind the beauty and the rarity of this stone, which is so outstanding. And, oh, it's a lot more affordable than you have ever seen before, because they've all been on the air. This is a nice little recap. They've all been here. They've all been on the air. They've all been individually presented. You may be familiar with them. Now my job is simple. Take what was at its lowest $69.99. That was the lowest price of any of the three up there. And now take it even lower, substantially so we can say goodbye and good night to these Burma Ruby pieces that are all over 1 carat. The heart shape is the 102, also has 84 points in diamonds. The oval in the middle is going to be our 107, and then they get bigger. We've got the big oval over here that's 114. So by the way, that's going to be the middle oval, has 8 points in pink diamonds and 117. Please realize that you are getting 125 in diamonds there. On that middle ring, 125. Over here, you've got the 114 and 95 points in diamonds. So all the diamond weights are huge. All the stones are over a carat, so that makes them huge. That may not be huge in the Tanzanite world, but it's really big in the ruby world. They're chromium rich. One thing to carry with you is any stone that's colored by chromium, if that's the natural element that gives it its color, that is what inhibits the growth. So you're generally not going to find big examples of chromium-rich stones. Two of the more well-known chromium-rich stones would be ruby and emerald. You're not going to find big, overwhelming, chunky sizes. And if you do, it's either going to be really low quality, where it's going to be like completely opaque and burgundy, or it's going to be a really, really, really expensive stone. So I like that we can bring you the big sizes in that 1 carat plus is bigger. And then you get the clarity as well that we love, and you get the savings, so we don't have to give you a loose stone. You're getting them all situated in these beautiful designer mountings. They look great. They do stay as is. Yeah, they all do. This is platinum. This is white gold and rose gold, just a little bit of rose gold for the center stone, the pink diamonds, and this stays in the yellow gold as is. And they're all one of a kind, and this is your lowest price you will ever see associated with any of these rings. So it's go time. Let me know. I cannot believe this. I'm actually doing better than even 69, 59, 49. Oh my, this is why everything's going, guys. They're not even going to be $39.99 for rubies over 1 carat, and I think we got a style up there for everybody. They all have some semblance of being a classic, but they do different things at the same time. The addition of the pink diamonds on the center, the beautiful heart-shaped double halo on the right, and then the really massive individual fancy diamonds on the left, all with bright, shining, clean crystalline rubies, and they're not going to be $39, even $29.99. Let's face it, that's 60 seconds till done. We're going to go better than that, lower than that. Let's take them all the way on down. They're not even 29. Come on in, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I want to see every single one of these gone. We're going to see these phone lines lit. The only problem is once they're gone, and we only have one of each. So if there's a second caller on any of the choices, done. Can't do it. Here's what we've got. Instead of $2,999, this is really tough to believe, especially the more you know about rubies, the more this is really not going to make a lot of sense. We're doing better than $2,500. Loose stone prices. I know we don't sell loose stones here. I've done it a few years ago at TVON. It was a mini series that lasted like 6 weeks. It was over. But I did spend a great deal of the first decade of my career selling a lot of loose gems in addition to finished jewelry. And let me say 10 years, that was from 2004 to 2014, 15. That was a long time ago. None of those rubies loose could ever be sold for $2,500. We've got them set. This is a new era we live in. I don't care. We're going back to old time machine pricing here. Okay, DeLorean time. Get in, DeLorean time. We can do that, right? You know I would. If I had one, I would change the badge. It would say DeLorean, right? Of course. Because this is where, again, we get together, we go back in time. I love a value, you love a value, it all works out. We get to make values happen here on the regular, but this is not even 25 or 24. They are lower than that. We'll make them $2,399 a ring, and there will be $240 of savings to that. So you get them for $21.59 and change. And that's how you shop a ruby right there. The ruby that most people have to just admire from afar, hope to get one day. There's so many varying degrees of quality, though. That's what people don't understand. Most are murky and browns and orangey and purples, and they look nothing like this. This is like a red diamond look in a crystalline, bright, stunning ruby, yes. The heart shape is gone. And let me just show you the inside real quick because it does have a finished under gallery. I'll pop it on the hand here for you. It is item number 112-5113. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and thank you so much. The heart shape is the first one to go. How lovely is that? Now we have two ovals. So reminder, one has pink diamonds. That's on the right. So I will show you over here. And actually, I might just switch them around just because I always like that lower one over here. And then we're going to show you with the bigger white diamond. So this has just the addition of two pink diamonds kind of set into that split shank. And that would be item number 5118 on the left. And that, remember, is giving you 125 total weight in your pink and white diamond. So that's a carat and a quarter. That's a lot of diamonds to go with that big ruby value that you have. $21.59 is the price tag at checkout. I'm talking about $21.59. You're probably wondering, why does it say $23.99 and she's talking about $21.59? Because that's what happens when you take your 10% off. Take it, enjoy it, love it. We'll move on. We've got about 7.5 minutes till we bring out that Paraiba. Still have a Tanzanite to show you as well around. It's beautiful. And last call on our two ovals. The 1 carat, again, 07. This is the 107. And this is the 114. So our two big rubies hanging out. Now, if anybody would like a match, not that you have to get them all together, but look at this. Rubies in a necklace, ovals and marquise cuts together. So we can show that to you next, and that's 8824 coming your way. So the ruby ovals are here with us. Let's take a look at this pendant with chain. So the whole necklace, I would need to help it out here a little bit. So great stones here, 5 of them in total. And the item number here, 8824. It's going to be a 158 total weight in your rubies. This is all set in 18 karat solid gold. And one more thing about that, diamond, 17 points in your diamond weight. One only here, set in the 18 karat gold in a pendant, plus the chain as well that matches. There's how it's finished. Hidden bail towards one end. That means it's going to sit north to south on the neckline. I'll be happy to show it to you as well. Let's take a look from a distance. Boy, that's pretty. Like a little zigzagging cascade of rubies and diamonds right down the center. And a beautiful look. Here's what it's all about. What inch? Top, well, actually, it's pretty close. 7/8, 1 inch, right there in that range. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Take a look at that on the neckline. Oh, how pretty. You can see how compared to a true burgundy, how they're really a bright, glowing red. And they definitely have that blue red to them, which is awfully nice. And this is a box link chain that's adjustable. So what you see up there is that bead. That's going to allow you to adjust it, make that chain shorter. You can go as short as you like, up to 18 inches in length, which sits right about here. Let's go back to our close-up. Get you a great value on the one and only ruby pendant tonight that is brand new. Yes, we throw in the chain. Yes, the chain comes off that piece so you can wear it with other things. You got versatility. You've got a beauty, and it's going to be $1,299. And then we'll get to that big Counzite pendant we have as well. And don't forget, our 2 oval rubies are still here but verifying. And a variation of a diamond stud is also here with a cluster of diamonds that ends up looking like one really, really big diamond, but without the expense that a big diamond will run you in a stud earring. So we do have that for $12.99, but again, $11.69 at checkout. We'll see who's got that one. Now let's get to these diamond studs, which is a little bit of a multiple, meaning we have a couple available in the different gold colors. However, limited to what we have here made up. The next time we make those, it's a different price tag. So 111-0386, first of all, going way back on that item number, way back. way back. That's a really good thing when it comes to gold and diamonds these days. Let's utilize an older price tag. Then you have 75 points in diamonds. I'm also going to show you the white gold here. Always a very, very popular look. To be honest, you don't see a lot of the gold. That's why I'm really putting them together so you can see how you're going to make the choice here. Do you want the yellow gold on the left? Do you want the white gold on the right? I'm more limited with the white gold, actually. So that's something to keep in mind as you're dialing in here. You want to do so quickly, especially if you are more interested in that white gold that's over here. Only have 3 pairs to go around, just a few more than that in the yellow. So I think it's safe to say they're going to sell out here entirely, but we really want to make sure it's easy and affordable. So 75 points in diamonds, you can see it actually, doesn't it look almost like it's squared off a bit? That's all in the way they did the prongs. They're round brilliant diamonds, they're not princess cuts, but it almost looks more like a princess cut when you see it from a distance, which you'll see, so that you can tell how they look size-wise. But they are 3/8 of an inch, so it's a really good stud. It's very large, but I think it's still a style that's in that medium range, so you could probably wear them primary piercing or stacked within reason. So something to think about there, but it's actually going to be, yeah, it's a 3/4 carat, so it's a diamond weight that is pretty large, and of course giving you the look of a stud, and we'll show you from a distance away. I'm going to borrow one of the white gold here. You can rotate them a bit, wear them more squared off if you like so, or rotate them like that. There's your 3/8 of an inch size that you're going to get. And of course, what's the beauty, I think, of a stud like this is that you just get more sparkle. You do. If you love diamonds, and most of us do for their sparkle, well, isn't that what's beautiful here, is that you've got a great look like this. Thank you so much. This is what they look like from a distance away. If you can see, I did rotate them, so you have that north, east, south, and west point, which is really, really well done. But if you get one diamond, no matter how good that diamond is or how big that diamond is, it can only give so much sparkle. It gets a lot more when you've got all these rounds put together with those 58 facets per. You get a lot more sparkle than you could ever get from one stone. We'll take another look at it up close, and we're going to blow them out. This is your huge value. They are no longer $1,399. It's an old price, and it's a good price because it's an old price. Old prices are good prices at this point. Instead, we're going lower and making this as super simple as it can be. We're approaching the last hour of the show of our Wednesday night of day 1 of our big sale event, and these will not be, they will not be $9.99. Let's go for it. And this is a post and butterfly back. Your post is centered, which is why you have the easy rotation you can do. So really just simple to kind of change up the look in an instant, but they're not $9.99. Remember, limited to what we have left, white and yellow, and we do have a request for a color change spin coming up for Joanne next, so we'll get that in before the top of the hour gets here. But we do have this pair, better than $888, better than $799. I'm blowing them out for $777, and that way after your discount, they're $699. Only, and this is last call. You'll have to let me know if you want the white, the yellow, or how many you need, because they would make excellent gifts as well. For anybody who wants a really elite, not many people get to dabble in the VS Diamond world. You now can, you now will, and that I love, because, you know, it makes all the difference in the world. Not everybody's going to see our diamonds through a loop. We're seeing them from a distance away. And to have sparkle makes all the difference when you've got that beautiful, bright, amazing, amazing quality. And that is what it's about. So fantastic value there, and very busy on the phone lines. And Jason, are you waiting for Joanne's request? You are? Can I just show it now while we get these, because I know our lines are going to be busy here for a minute. I have a feeling she saw this the other day, right? Because I debuted it the other day. It's that stunning, stunning Asher cut spine that looks like a radiant or princess cut because it's so sparkling and bright. Let me show it on the hand for her as well. This is, and what color would you like? Yellow gold? White gold? All right, so we're only down to now 2 left in the white gold on the earrings. Here's the spine for Joanne's request, and that's going to be item number 8440. That is a 1 carat 20 Asher, 55 points in the diamonds. It's in the yellow gold, but we can change it for you. So we can make that in white gold or rose gold if you prefer it. But that one's down to $19.99. But tonight you'd get $200 off, so $17.99. Get you that ring at checkout. How about that? $17.99, one caller, and you know that was shown as a brand new item just a couple of days ago. So I believe it was my Friday night show. So this is really impressive. and $19.99 instantly turns into $17.99. It's a brighter open color. It's a lighter color green. It sparkles beyond, and it is really affordable right now. So that's a great way to go. And then keep calling. We only have 2 pairs left in the white gold, the rest in yellow gold. Always, always proud of what we can do in diamonds, especially in your classics like a stud. There's that spine up close. Isn't that pretty? Split shank, a lot of interesting like pear-shaped cutout details you have on the sides. Jason, do you need to see that again? All right, we're at the top of the hour. The ring size. All right, I can get that for you. Probably an 8.5 feels like, but let's see. Let's check it out. It's actually a 9 right now. Yeah. All right, last call on the earrings, $6.99 at checkout for you for 75 points in the diamonds. And then we are ready for our Paraiba top of the hour. I hope you're half as excited as I am, because it's not every day you get to bring out a stone like this that's got everything you look for in this rare gem. And if you just did tune in, welcome to the show. We're going to stay on this till they sell out. We're very close to that moment. Then we are going to bring you the Paraiba that I know we've all been waiting for, because I previewed it. Yes, 1 white, 1 yellow over there. Okay, so we are down to 1 pair in the white gold. That is it, my friends. That's it. 1 pair in white gold, and that will be it. Done and gone. They will go. So only 1 pair remaining now in the fabulous white gold. Who would like that white gold? That's what I would recommend as well. I always do when it comes to our diamonds. Yellow gold's been popular of late, but the white gold in an earring that just lets that gold kind of melt into the diamonds and disappear, lets the diamonds speak for themselves, that's a great way to go. So $6.99 last call. White gold, yellow gold, but last call on the white especially. Let's move on. We've got our big Paraiba special, and we only have 58 minutes left on our Wednesday. This is day 1 of the sale event. Yes, the sale event will continue through the weekend. Obviously, 4th of July holiday weekend. But you're getting first dibs on whatever from the inventory. It's why we've had so many requests tonight, and we want to keep those going, because even if you saw it a couple of days ago, if it's still available, you get 10% off today. So this is when you want to pick up your pieces that you would like to have, or that you've had your eye on, or whatever it is. Gifting opportunities, a little treat yourself moment for the holiday weekend. Let's spend a moment looking at the rare of all like jewelry candidates, because there are rare stones that are never set in jewelry. They're just specimens, or they're meant to be like in your curio cabinet at home, where it's just meant to be on display. There's a lot of those types of rare. But then there's the rare that we love in jewelry because they're beautiful and they're durable enough for everyday wear, those types of stones. This falls into that latter category when you've got a Paraiba Tourmaline that is one of the most desired in the entire world, that we're one of the few out there that can even bring it. And the item number here is 1128914. We will be, and again, continue to call on those earrings. Jason, did you get that spine? Thank you. I think the spine is gone, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. Let's welcome you in case you just did tune in. This is when a lot of people do tune in. It used to be our start time. We start 2 hours earlier than we used to, so 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So we are now in the last hour of this Monday or Wednesday night show. Our Monday, your Wednesday. But we're very excited to have you, and happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is first opportunity. So you get your chance to pick up requests. I would do that. I really would. There's no point in waiting because things get busy. Yes. The spine is gone. Congratulations on that one too. Thank you, thank you. And the earrings down to last call as well. So now we're going to embark on a Paraiba for the first time tonight of this grand variety, because this is the blue green. It is the most sought after, what is called the signature color of this stone of copper bearing tourmaline out of this. In this case, it's Mozambique. It's a 50-point stone. You can choose your gold color, by the way. So you do not have to take our suggestion, and you do not have to leave in the white. You can go yellow, you can go rose, whatever you'd like to do. But this is the bridge, which is a powerful designer mounting because it's got a lot of gold, but it also has 82 points in diamonds. And I am so, so proud. That's the reason this is our big top of the hour for our last hour tonight, which is kicking off right now. And this is the big, it's the moment. It's the event. It's the way to get your Paraiba at a not $40,000 or $50,000 price tag. That's really tough to do, believe it or not, in today's era. And we've got 82 points in the diamond weight. And it goes, yep, all around, underneath. There are 4 rows in total, and your halo, which is what makes this ring so super substantial. I love the side view. There you can see there. That stone set above your 2 rows that run from side to side. You have all the inside material as well. That's really well done. And look at that color. That's what we want to see. Blue green, where you can't pinpoint which one is stronger. which side it's leaning more towards. It's just 50-50 mixed together, blended. That's very important. You also have a slightly elongated oval. FYI, it's mounting we do all the time with all kinds of stones. It usually houses a 1 carat or greater. That's usually what happens. This is the look of without the size of. Let me show it on the hand so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because this is not normal. This looks a lot larger, and that is everything because you pay dearly. Every time you step up another point in Paraiba, the price tag starts soaring. And if you have an unlimited budget, that's great. You can get whatever you want within reason, whatever's out there and available. But if you're like the rest of us, where maybe we don't have all the money in the world to spend on a piece of luxury jewelry, we want a value. That's where the deals come into play. And that's what you have right here. And I am so excited we're doing what we're doing because, you know, it's a big sale event. And this is not exactly what I'm supposed to do, but given that it's day one and we kind of sprung this on you as a little surprise, well, we get to do something really incredible here. I'm going to put it on the auction block. I will. I was really, really pleased that I could do this tonight for a price like $89.99. But knowing that's a steeper price tag in general for what we do, I want to bring it lower than that for somebody. Hopefully a lot of you to participate. That's what I'm always hoping for. You never know, because a lot of times on auctions during sale events, well, they don't happen. We're not allowed to, because auctions, there's a lot of risk taken when you run an auction on any given night. You put that on a sale event, especially day one when it was unexpected on Wednesday, that's a whole different real risk. So what we're going to do now is have some fun with this one. And we are not going to ask for that $89.99. I'm so excited for this because Paraiba's tough. It's tough. I'll take it from me. I've collected it. And the only reason I've collected so many is because I got a jump start. I collected it as of 2004. Most of my stones and my jewelry pieces were acquired between 2004 and 2010. And after that, actually, I don't think I've bought one since then. Now that I think of it, I have never purchased a Paraiba since 2010. And that's because who can afford them? Who can find them? Where are they? Here it is. And this is one you can wear proudly, wear it and enjoy it, live in it. You're not waiting for a special occasion. It looks gorgeous on. You're choosing your gold. You're getting your favorite size. And it is nowhere near $89.99. Not if I'm going to get these lines locked up and busy. Let's make it really interesting right now, where you don't have to pay $89, $79. I don't even want to start at $7,500. I think that's steep. I want to make sure that this goes a little bit wonky here. Let's go crazy. Let's make it really interesting. And more importantly, let's send it out at a big old value. Here is your moment. And this is not a time, and oh, by the way, I bet you're asking the question, well, what happens when I win the auction? It's an auction. It's off limits during an event. So what? It's exempt from the 10% off? Absolutely not. You're getting 10% off whatever you win it for. You win at your bid, you take 10% off. Simple and easy as we can make it. And I want to help you right now. $7,000. My goal is to get everybody on the phone lines. This has been a fun night so far. We love a sale event. We love saving you money. We do it every day. Every day. Even when there's no banner up there and no holiday weekend, we do savings every single day. But $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 isn't going to get all the activity that I'm looking for. I'm looking to get everybody in and get you an opportunity, a true opportunity to own something that is crazy rare and beautiful and collectible. Because as you wear it, believe it or not, as you wear it, it's still gaining in value. It's going to be worth a lot more 10 years from now. We have never seen it plateau yet. We are watching the rise of this stone ever since the late 80s when it was discovered. It didn't really get out there in the world till much later. It was late 90s, early aughts when it finally started to kind of reach the commercial areas and the retail world, but not often. It was mostly home shopping networks like this one that really made this stone well known. And now it's one of the most sought after stones in the world, and it takes a pretty penny to get it, and you gotta pull a lot of strings to get anyone to sell it to you this time. I'm gonna make it really easy here. It's not gonna be $5,000 or $4,500 or $4,000 to get it started. We really wanna invite everybody in. This is the Paraiba that most people just have to dream about. We are so proud to bring it to you. It's gonna be a $10 increment only. I wanna make that easy too. And $10, but 10% off. So a $10 advance when and if we get the open, which we don't have yet, and then a 10% off reduction when you win it. Can't ask for much more than that. Or wait, can you? Could we even go lower on the open to really get these lines lit up? I'm trying. That's what we're hoping. And we still got Tanzanite. We still got Diaspora, all still to come in this show. Don't go anywhere. Make requests if you have them. Call on items from earlier. We still have some left. But I will not ask for even $4,000. Let's go to it. I'm going to make it $3,500 to start. And you couldn't buy the mounting alone. I know diamonds are fabulous and gold is really pricey right now. But guess what? The Paraiba in the center is still worth more than that diamond mounting. And that diamond mounting is worth a lot. So you've got rarity on rarity, quality on quality, beauty on beauty, all together, and $3,500, 60 seconds to get that one going. Let's make a dream come true. Because I know how rare these are to find. I was at the Wholesale World a couple weeks ago, the big trade show, and yeah, any Paraibas available? It wasn't the case in Tucson. And you know what the sad thing is? I mean, I guess it's just good advertising. But there are dealers and vendors who put them on display, who put them at the cornerstone of their exhibit or their booth, and then everyone gets all excited and flocks to that dealer and says, okay, how much for the Paraiba? You know, they've asked, how much is that doggy in the window? This is about how much is the Paraiba in the window? And everyone, and you know what they'll say? They will have no problem looking you straight in the eye and say, I'm sorry, that is not for sale. Well, then why the heck are you showing it during a trade show? Because we want to brag. We want to show we've got it. And it gives you a little more like prowess that you even have Paraiba. They ain't selling it. They're just showing off that they've got it. And that alone will tell the rest of the world a little something about your clout in the industry. Well, when people who have it aren't selling it, when it's going for prices that are astronomical compared to where they've ever been and they are continuing to rise, we are very proud to bring you a better value than even $3,500. My goodness. I don't know. I don't have it open yet, so it just begs the question, what do we got to do? What's got to be done to make this deal work? All right. Let's go lower. Not 35, not 34 or 33 or 32 or 31. The mounting is spectacular. The Paraiba is as rare as it gets, and I'm going to go $3,000 to start. And we're going to have some fun with that one. $10 on the increments don't matter one bit. We're just looking for that open, and let's see who's got it. That is 60 seconds away. And yes, it has to be said. Let's put it out there. There's going to be 10% extra savings. So wait. If you bid $3,000, hypothetically, let's say in some crazy world of auction wonder, let's say you win it. Let's say it's yours. Let's say nobody else competes. You bid $3,000 and nobody else comes into play. You would not even pay $3,000. You would have an extra $300 saved. You'd be spending $2,700 for the ring. We don't have an open yet. Just putting that out there. I know we don't expect to see auctions in an event like this. I get that. But here we are looking to get it started. 60 seconds. Let's go. All right. And then I got to get ready. I guess if we don't have the open, it's time to talk about something else. Like, could it be a Tanzanite? A round Tanzanite? A museum reserve round Tanzanite? We've got it. And then let me know. Jason, did you just pick something up over there from earlier? I'm getting my recaps ready, and I want to make sure I'm up to date. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get to it, guys. 38 seconds remaining. Last call. I don't think we have the open on this one. That is a little stunning, and that's okay. If I don't, it's like playing matchmaker blindly here. You know, I don't know who's out there, what you're looking for. You can always point blank tell us. Makes it a little easier on it. But again, you can call us if you'd like that one for $3,000 to start. Okay, we're going to get to a Tanzanite deal. We've got our new necklace, which is, let me just flash this, see if anybody's in the mood for a little satin finish gold. Satin finish gold, door knocker style, paperclip link chain. Wow, how pretty. It's like a ring light, which is just beautiful. Look at that, glowing. And to think there's not even an LED or a charging cable with it. It just glows on its own. All it needs is light. Just add light. And look what that does. I like that style. So that's new as well. I mean, that's really what makes this sale unique, is that we do have a lot of brand new for you. So I'm going to keep the copper bearing blue green. We're going to give you, I don't know, a preview of this Tanzanite, or are we ready? We have not seen blue wing all day long. And look at this new one. Look at that. Now we're talking. Now we've got a mounting that's new, a stone that's gorgeous. I had a Tanzanite, but it was not blue wing block D. That was the unheated stone that went. Now we're showing you the Museum Reserve blue wing block D round. It's 1128236. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. The little details, this is all about details. It may at a glance look like, oh, there's a classic halo. You have tapered baguettes on the very direct east and west sides. I am just so glad this is here. It's a good size too. It's a 318, so it tends to be the size that everyone's always asking for these days. Do you have a 3? Do you have a 4? I want to wear it every day. I want to enjoy it all the time. This is how you do it. This is how you make it happen. 318 in gold. It's going to be white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Of course, we like to give you your choice of on the Tanzanite. We do recommend the white or the yellow, but either way, you cannot go wrong. It's a 318 and it's a round. So a super premium in that stone. That is a cutting that is wasteful to do, which is why you don't see them too often. It's why they're also very pricey when you do, but we are the exception. You also have a diamond weight here of 46 points. It's a new mounting. Could not be more proud of that. And we are so excited. The answer, Tracy, is yes. If you're talking about the pieces from tonight, so Julie, I don't know if, yeah, we do have the East-West ruby ring. It was a star ruby, and yes, we do have the ruby and diamond pendant, yes. If you're talking about the star, yeah. They're both still here. All right, now we talk Tanzanite. Let's give you a big value, 46 points in diamonds, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. What do we got going on? I'm not sure, but I know this. Sale, event, 10% off. How can we make this the deal of a lifetime for you? I don't know, but I want to try it on. Let's give you a look at it first on the hand so everybody's familiar with what this looks like. That is, yep, that's why it's so wearable. That still big enough to be noticeable and really just truly beautiful and just a head turner, but not over the top where it's like taking up the whole finger, or worse yet, you know, all the way over a couple fingers wide. This is really just about giving you perfect balance. Love the interest of the diamonds, and you want some spark in your diamonds. You got spark in your stone. So the diamonds around it just add what it needs to give it that perfect symmetry and dimension that looks so incredible. And no, it is not going to be, I cannot get $59.99 for this tonight. It's a sale event. This is why I love having brand new, but let me tell you, it's tricky. I'm up here doing all kinds of pencil sharpening and math. Like, we're really, that's a term when we say we really want to get that cost down. We have to sharpen the pencils. We really do. We have to, and it's a good thing we use pencil and not pen, because that's what allows me to really adjust all these prices on the fly during the show, live for you, just judging on what I think we need to do to make sure that the phone lines can ring so we can pick up the phone, dial in, get what you love. I just don't want you missing out. This is a new one. I know that word new invokes fear in a lot of us when it comes to jewelry, because we're figuring, that's new gold pricing, that's new diamond pricing, and I can't afford it. Wrong. That's what I'm here to prove to you otherwise, especially during our sale event like this one. And it's not $5,000. Let's just continue to blow out jewelry. We got 42 minutes to do it. It's not a lot of time. And you know your schedule. Are you going to be able to be with us tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day? I don't know. It's a busy holiday weekend. You might need to get your sale shopping in now. And let me make it worth your while for our Tanzanite collectors, lovers. If you're new and don't have a blue wing, you need one. They are almost done and gone, and you don't want to wait till it's too late and then have to go out somewhere else and pay more for a lesser quality. That would just be, oof, that would be tough to take. And I'm not going to do $5,000 or $49 or should we go less than $3,000? What about $29.99? Just trying to roll with it here tonight. Make sure that the value, whatever you want, you can gladly own. You can gladly enjoy. And it's not going to be $29, $28, $27. I'm really taking a gamble here because I'm looking at our was price at $59.99 and just, it is just, It's really difficult to watch a piece like this fall when we all know how rare it is. And it's not going to be 27. Do we have anybody thinking about it? 2 people I see thinking about it right now. I'm glad you're on the phone lines. I think that the auction thing ain't going to work. We tried it. If that Paraiba doesn't get open, then that just means that the auction format that just doesn't work during sale events. Let's make this more interesting. I can lose money faster. We don't need an auction to lose money. I can do it right here, and better yet, that's my job during this event. My job is to literally go backwards, give you a value that is beyond comprehension. Better value, better savings, bigger deals. That's what is the task ahead here for the next few days. This holiday 4th, this big weekend we have that we're getting a little jump start on, we are giving you values like never before. That's the idea. If it stays, it just means I haven't done enough cheating the price tags to get you happy. And so trust me when I tell you, that's why you want to be on the phone lines now, ready to go, because this is not going to last. At 27, 26, 25, 24, 99. We're going even lower. And the diamonds look like more, almost a half carat. Beautiful baguettes and rounds together. And it will not be, okay, this is getting a little bit silly. But we're going to make it better than $24.99 and keep on going. And yes, you will still take 10% off. Everything means everything. It is really, truly stunning. Stunning. It's not going to be 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. Come on in. We need to move some Tanzanite. And this is last call on that 318. And it will not be $2,099. This is insanely good. And one that you want to take advantage of right now. It's not even going to be $2,000, I can't do it. I'll make it $1,999. And you let me know what you want to see, because we're in our last 39 minutes, so we got to go. And we know there are a lot of requests to come in here in the last hour of this show. Take what you can while we're still early in the event. It's only a couple more days. Want to make sure you take advantage of everything we've got in the inventory and ready to go. And request, get those in. Want to make sure you do that. And this is your call. Now, keep in mind, it's $1,799. That can't really be up there, but that's what you're actually going to take. And that's what you pay when you call in and say, that's my ring. You get it for $1,799 only on a 318. Amazing. It's amazing. And it's in a solid gold band, which right now is about $7,000 on its own. So that's a whole nother level. And I think that if you haven't walked into a jewelry store in a while and you think that can't be, oh, it is. It is. And I don't like to name names and call people out. They're doing the best they can. Everyone's trying. Everyone's trying to give their consumer the best deal possible. But I got to say, when gold bands are that much and you have a better way to shop where you can get some really high-end, one-of-a-kind, nowhere else stone like that is, and you get it for $1,799, that's something to be proud of. And I know I am. It's not something anyone else can do. You know how many people in the industry reach out to me all the time, and they go, don't name my name, don't tell me, but like, you guys really do it better than everybody else. And that's our own, like, those are the people in the industry. Those are our comrades. Those are our, I guess some would call it competitors, right? They're always reaching out and going, I wish I could sell jewelry for what you sell it for. And I'm selling fake. I'm selling faux. And I'm selling the not so great quality jewelry. And I don't know how you guys do it. Well, again, big revolution is how we do things very differently. And it gives you the opportunity to save a bundle. And that is one to own right there. $19.99. It's $17.99 at checkout. Please don't wait. I know it's tempting to wait and think about it, and him and haw. It's my only Tanzanite of the night. The Unheated's already gone. This is the Blue Wing Block D, the Museum Reserve we've been waiting on, and here's your chance to pick up the beautiful Counzite pendant. I only flashed this, and it was brief, but I do want to show you a better look at it. Look at that stone. All clean, amazing. So we'll show this emerald cut east to west set, and do get ready on this one because that is a dynamic. I was trying my best offset here to try and clean it from the back, and it was to little avail, but not perfect because I don't have a lot of tools up here. So this is where, again, look at that basket work that sets it up off the neckline. This has that bar of gold and then that trio of diamonds that run the same direction as the Counzite does, which is east to west. It's 112-8423. We'll need requests in because I've shown you all the jewelry for the evening tonight, so we are ready except for, what do I have? The diaspora is all I have left. So got one more piece to show you. We'll need requests for the next 35 minutes. And here's our 19 karat 36 east to west set emerald cut. And we've got the 12 points in the diamonds right up top. That would be 4 pointers each. That's a good size diamond. And then we'll show you on the neckline how it lays, the length it's going to give. Obviously a beautiful look with the east-west set emerald cut. A little unexpected there. Gives it, I feel like, always a little more modern of an edge to it, the way it's designed. Here's your length. It's going to be top to bottom. It is going to be 3/4, actually I would say more like 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. So imagine if they'd set it lengthwise, it'd be quite a bit larger. I think this really is a great way to have the larger stone presence, but still sit more like we see really quite often now, which is a lot of east-west setting. That's oftentimes what we're seeing. This is also a better look. If you're wondering why that just changed color, why did that get so much more neon? It's because this is more true to life. This is the color you will see when you're wearing it at home, assuming your home is not a TV studio. That's the color. Do you see how neon and bright and blue it is? It's got a deep purple more than it is pink. It's got bright, bright neon ultraviolet blues instead of just lavender, and it looks awesome. And you're going to put your favorite chain right through the top, and on the neckline it goes, whether you want to wear it higher or lower, up to you. Let's go back to the wheel and bring you a better value than $79.99. We're really ready to have a few pieces exit stage left here. Make sure that they get a home before we run out of time tonight. That's really what's crucial here, is the timing we have is so limited, but we will make this even better than $79.99. I guess we'll recap. I don't have any more requests. I got one more piece to show you. I guess we got plenty to recap from the first couple of hours, including everything that I've shown you in this last hour. And I hope you'll call me if you have any questions about anything you've seen. Let's take this down to $2,999. $29.99 and $300 off that as well. It'll be $26.99 if you'd like to own it. Let's not forget about that big diamond cocktail ring in the yellows. The conch pearl that had the variety of Brazilian Paraibas with it. That was exciting. Did have that earlier. If you did not see it, probably worth giving me a call so you can see it, that. Oh, and the necklace, the new necklace that I have is also here. So let me show that really quickly. It's 112-8543. I almost forgot about this necklace. This is a style we've been seeing quite a bit with the brushed finishing to the gold. Let's take a look at this on the hand here. It's a larger necklace, and it's all one necklace piece. So this is not a pendant and a chain. I know that can be confusing. Well, what's the difference between a pendant? A pendant's separate, and then we oftentimes will throw in a chain with it. This is a full necklace, meaning it's a Y style, the way it's going to form here, and all attached. So this is not something you remove. This is why we chose to go so high end with this paper clip link chain. FYI, jewelry folks, this is not a regular chain. This is not the kind of chain that we throw in with pendants. This is a totally different look in a necklace that really is a standalone style typically. The diamond weight here is 10 points. That's not what this is about. The diamonds are there right up top, creating that T at the top. This is really about gold, designer style, fresh and now, current, updated, what's hot before it's even hot in the retail world. This is 10 points in diamonds, yellow gold only. We have one. That's the problem. I have the adjustability built in. I don't know if you can tell because they did it really discreetly, but there's actually an O-ring right there. So that's going to give you the 18 to 16, but to be honest, you can use, actually rather they did 16, 17, and 18, they're all there. 18, 16, 17, it's hard to make out the O-rings. They're blending in with the paperclip link. However, this is going to be adjustable to any of those links. You can use any of the paperclip links you'd like. So really you can fine tune it. Let's take a look at it from a distance because this is really, it's a look and it's very, very on trend. And again, on trend without being the piece that after 6 months you're over it, because we don't buy solid gold pieces to be 6-month wear. We buy them to be forever and pass down through the generations. We don't buy gold as a fleeting moment. We buy gold because it's sustainable. It's higher in value than it's ever been before. It's really just a look and a luxury that you still, I think we oftentimes look for pieces you can wear every day like this style. While it makes a statement, it's not overdone and it's not too heavy. And the link itself to this chain, that's what I want to show you, is as you move, the light hits these paperclip links in such a way it is bright and brilliant, and then you get the contrast of the satin finishing of the pendant with the diamond. So let's show it up close as well so we can see it there. And then kind of wow you with a price tag. One only is what we've got. I think we can find a way to make this possible, plausible, something that if you love it, you can take advantage of and try it. And remember that, well, it's pretty basic to see what that looks like. It's got the shine of that satin finishing. That's the way it's finished. You could wear it reversed if you like. The chain is stunning. We talk about gold as being very pricey right now, but I don't think anyone understands that this is not the basic chain. These are chains that go for $3,000 and $4,000 out there. Just as a chain that you wear on its own. This is with that gorgeous designer style pendant, about 1 inch in diameter. And we're going to blow it out right now. It's supposed to be $39.99. We'll change it up. We need some callers right now. Last few minutes of our Wednesday. We're back tomorrow night. Sure, the sale will continue, but the jewelry's all new. So if there is something from tonight you'd like to have and add to the collection, it is go time. Let's make this really easy. Only $1,299. It's $1,169 at checkout. and there is only that one. So yellow gold's how it stays. No sizing issues to even think about or consider, because you've got the 16, 17, 18, and the ability to fine tune it as well. And it really is that circular style, which is slightly domed. It's kind of rounded in its look. That to me makes it, because you have this inexplicable glow as if it is plugged into electricity. It really is gorgeous, isn't it? And I love that almost T design, very designer there, that almost like hardware look with the double row over the gold, and then that nice little T-bar at the top that again is all attached to the chain. It will not come off. It's one built-in necklace, and I love styles like this for layering. I like the idea of wearing something more classic and shorter and basic up top, and then having this be a little bit draping below that. It is just, that is like, I don't care if you're putting on a white t-shirt for the day. You're not going out to anywhere fancy. You're not having afternoon tea with the royal family. You're just gonna go live your life. T-shirt and jeans, tank top, linen suit, all the way to dressed up. It doesn't matter if it's a strapless cocktail dress, if it is a beautiful, beautiful suit, maybe something more formal for that, you know, summer wedding, or whether you're just really kind of, again, kind of doing your routine, the basics. This is the kind of piece that makes you look so up to date, so really chic, so beautiful and put together, and like you really know what's up. You know what's up, not just in jewelry, but in fashion as well, because every celeb out there is wearing some kind of like O-ring style attached to a chunkier link. It is all that's happening. You look at everybody out there who's in the public eye where money is of no, like there's absolutely no consideration for money, because again, why they don't need to. This is what they're wearing, and just kind of going about the everyday things. That's what is, you know, that's jewelry to live in. That's the jewelry that you build. And sure, you can still layer it and add your other favorite necklaces, your little charms, your diamonds by the yard, your little whatever it may be. You can layer this beautifully, but that is a value, and it's $11.69 at checkout to get it. So it's a really good value as well, and I'm thrilled we have it. And it's new, and that's kind of what I'm excited about with this sale. Is one of my favorite things about this is you're not waiting looking at the same old tired pieces. You're looking at new pieces that we have for you, like this one in an entire beautiful, watch this chain just puddle here. Look at that beautiful chain. That's a lot. Look at all that gold. That's a lot of gold in a beautiful paper clip. And if you want to go scout a paper clip link chain right now that's a substantial style enough to wear on its own, you're looking at $3,000 or $4,000 for the chain alone. And here you get this beautiful medallion and diamonds and the satin with the mirror. That change, that juxtaposition of different styles, that juxtaposition of different textures is what we're going to see a lot of going forward in very, very, like jewelry that costs the price of a car. It's what you're going to see come fall when all the big lines launch for the big holiday season, all the designers, all the big magazines, all that. You're going to see a lot of this. Different textures of links, different textures of gold. All right, and not an $11.69 price tag. So that is a beauty. And here's a quick yellow diamond value. We're going to do 112.7317. It's a yellow diamond and white gold ring. So you're getting 2 tones of gold. It looks almost like a floral that's been intersected by this band of white gold. And all that you see there in the pave, that's all yellow diamonds. Natural yellow diamonds, just on the smaller size. We'll sometimes dive into bigger yellow diamonds. This is where you get a lot of smaller stones together in the yellow gold. And again, it's like the white gold band is woven through the middle. And 14 points in diamonds, kind of like a different take on a floral, more east to west in the setting pattern. And it's here for $777, and we only have one. So it stays as is, and $777, well, that comes down to $699. That's a beautiful stone. Set of stones, really all matching. That's what I love about it. Tough to do. Well, there is an 11 karat 40 Australian opal that is really inexpensive. I'm not sure how this happened, but there is a very beautiful opal. This is wrong. Okay, so we're going to have one of our biggest discounts of the entire event coming up next. And I'm not going to wait. We're just going to show it next. If you love opals, if you can handle big opals, go ahead and get on the phone lines right now. Let's get you there. Let's get you ready so you don't miss out on this next big value. And I'm going to try this on for you because let's see what you get for $699. It's a lot of gold. And everything, all that yellow gold is completely encrusted top to bottom, side to side in yellow diamonds. So definitely the most affordable way we have to get you yellow diamonds, and I love that it kind of looks like a little firework effect of gold and diamonds, doesn't it? So that'll be $6.99 at checkout, 14 points in your natural yellows, set in that two-tone. And then I have got to show you this opal. We'll need some room. Best value by far tonight. Look, okay, I'm only looking at half of it and I'm satisfied. I'm like, okay, that's all right. I don't think I need, unless the top half of that stone has absolutely no color, I'm cool with this. Watch this though. Oh, and I love that blocking of the light. Look at that, a little more true to life color. That's what you can expect more of when you get it at home on your hand. The only problem is, here's the downside. I do have a downside to share with you on this ring, and I don't mean to badmouth this piece of jewelry. There is one downside. It is a massive piece of jewelry. There I said it. That's just, I'm sorry to everybody who says, I love the opal, but I really like petite jewelry. Not for you. If you don't do big and bold cocktail rings, this is not for you. Please steer clear. It's already 11 carats 40 in size, but we all know how opals work. It's going to look double or more than that. So it's going to look about 23, 24 carats. This stone, and again, back to my loose, I can't help myself but to go back to my loose gemstone selling days where I was slinging the rocks for hours and hours and hours on TV every night. Those were the 7-day-a-week nights. I was 20 years old, so it was like, it was easy. You know, but these opals out of Lightning Ridge, $10,000 a carat. That's a hefty price tag when you have to times that by 11 carats 40. That really gets your price tag to not something everybody can do. And those were loose stones from the mine owner himself. This is 112-7493. It's set in jewelry, set in platinum. And I want to show you, let me take a moment here and let's just show it to you on the hand first. Because that's going to be really important here, because that is going to be the deal breaker for most. I'll just be, again, I know no other way here. I got to be honest with you. And I got to just tell it like it is. The size of the stone is going to be a drawback for many, many, many. It's for some of my big jewelry gals, for the collectors out there, but it's still a wearable collectible. And it's 1140 with 70 points in diamonds, couple of baguettes on the east and west, and the rest are rounds. Let me show you the inside, because that's really beautiful the way that's finished. You can't set a big stone like this without really supporting it. So you see the nice wide band. You see the filigree work that creates essentially like an undergallery, but it's really called a basket in this style. And you see how ornate that is, really beautiful. And then you turn it on around. And again, that's only partially the color you can expect to get. Let's take a look at this on the hand, because this is going to be, now please get your size. I would be able to hand, it's going to wobble around a little bit on me because it's an 8, so it's 3 sizes too big. But it's going to be sized for you, so it'll sit level and perfectly when you get your proper size. And that is a piece, well, here it is, $18,999. Last time it was on the air. Well, then it's been on twice, actually. No, I didn't see this. It was actually reduced already, and it went to $99.99. Now, I'm going to camp out by that light, because I do want to block that light a little bit more and just show you what you're going to see when you get it at home, because that's more like it. Look at the beauty. Every color, yellows, yeah, reds, oranges, purples, blues, greens, all of it, all of it. It is the value. No, and I'll give you another hint. There's nobody on the phone lines yet. That's exciting. Nobody yet. So it's like there's nobody ahead of you in line. You can go ahead and it's like cutting right to the front. You can be ready to go. You can be ready to get this value. It is one of my most significant opal values I have ever had. I just hope you can get it before somebody else does, because that's not the issue here. It's not an issue of if it will go. It's a matter of who's getting it first. And I mean that wholeheartedly. There is no chance this sticks around, because it's under $5,000. And it will not be $49.99 either. We're going even lower than that. There are significant savings. And then there, oh my goodness, what has she done? This is one of those values. And it's not going to be $49 or even $39.99. Just say sold. Because you just don't know. I'll keep on keeping on. We're going to bring it lower. We're going to make it better. We're going to give you the value of a lifetime, and it will not be $39.99 either. It's already a value, and wherever I stop is not where you stop. You're going to take 10% off. And this is one of the most significant values I could ever bring, and it's happening right this moment. So if you're waiting, I don't advise that, because it's not going to be $39 or 38 or 37 or 36, and just get your size. Just get your actual size. It will fit beautifully. It is going to be a really big wow factor. When you wear that ring, you will turn heads. It is not 36, it is not 35, it's in solid platinum, and there's a lot of it. You get 70 points in diamonds. We can't forget about those, but it is $3,499 with a $350 discount off of that. So $31.49 sounds better, right? That's what you're getting it for. $31.49 only. That one stone, opals always are. We're going to get into a recap. We got a little bit more to do here before we go. And if you're asking or wondering about the fabulous earrings that I'm wearing, I borrowed these earrings today and wanted to show them to you as well. If you're interested in 4 carat 10 inside out diamond hoops, they are here. We have a couple of last looks here. I know we've got a beautiful double diamond ring I want to bring back out for you. Some Tanzanite drop earrings were here. And anything else, guys, anything else you want to ask about, $31.49 on that. If that is done, I say we quit. We're done. That is just too, I don't know if I have anything in 19 more minutes that I can show you that is any better value than that ring is. I know it's not for my petite ring lovers. I understand that. It is definitely it's the size that really is museum worthy. It is the look that is really just absolutely awe-inspiring, and you got it here for $31.49 if you'd like to get it. Let's talk about our 2 diamonds together. This was a new style tonight as well. 1128759. Just want to show this all on its own here to show you what these 2 big marquees. Look at that. This one I want to come in real close, show you the quality. White bright. Here they are in a white metal platinum. And they have that, it almost is like a V shape. So it comes almost to a point like our Wonder Rings do. And it's platinum with 53 points on just two marquise diamonds that you have right there. Platinum setting, one only, yeah. It is a beauty of a ring. And you've got the 2 that are almost like, they're just kind of coming together and nestled in that perfect point. And you could even stack this the way you would a Wonder Ring. I think that gives you certainly open to that option of stacking it up, layering it up as you wish. But there is a big value. And it is not going to be that $9.99 deal that we talked about. This is new. You can wear it as I had it on earlier as a thumb ring. I think that's a really beautiful way to wear it. Pinky ring, if you're looking to add a super cool pinky ring to your collection, that would work as well. But we're going to take it on down to $888. That way it'll be $7.99 and change at checkout. And then I do have my one color changing diaspora. We spent an entire week last week and the end of the week prior showing you the most amazing world-class diasporas that were unlike anything we'd ever seen. I have one more today. I have been saving it, thinking maybe I wait till Thursday night to show it. We're going to show it coming up, and we'll do something wild. And then any questions you have before we go. If that opal is still here, don't know what to tell you. Don't understand it. Don't know, don't get it. $31.50 for that opal. You can keep it and resell it. You can keep it or resell it. You can wear it and keep it, or you could just resell it and make a real pretty profit on that. Whatever suits you. But this one, $888, really $7.99. I have an amazing purple Paraiba I brought out. Someone was asking me for purple Paraiba. I went through our entire Paraiba collection. I had one purple. They're all gone except for the one lavender I have left. I did bring that out. I do have a new fine tourmaline. We've got some gorgeous sphene earrings, which I always recommend wearing sphenes as earrings. Especially if you tend to be, want to be a little more cautious with your jewelry. I really recommend sphenes as earrings so you never have to worry about scratching it or anything else. Let me try this on for you very quickly here so you can see how it looks, because those are big diamonds. And to see that here by itself, or again, if you want to get creative, you'll kind of play with it, I think, when you get it at home and see what you like, stack away if you want to, but those are significant diamonds. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about these beautiful color-changing sphenes. They're very large studs, and they are really what we want to see in those bright open green colors. 1.5 carat in your sphenes. They've got 18 karat gold as well. Look at that. Very nice. And remember, I'm very close up. This is like a 10 power loop. So any little differences in color, that's very, very much just only detected because we're so close to it. And when they're on the opposite sides of your face, that is not something you're going to see. They are a beautiful match. So it's 1128471. It's 18 karat gold, which that's nice. It's a nice upgrade. Then you have 1.5 carat in your round sphenes. Those are some of our larger rounds, 75 points each, and 72 points of tapered baguettes, nothing else. But the really high end tapered baguettes that are happening with it, and post and butterfly backs, centered posts so you can wear them more squared off or angled. And there's only one pair, of course, and they've come down from $79.99 tonight. We're ready to move some jewelry. Last call on the show. This is when we get really busy because we've had 3 hours worth of jewelry. We've got a few pieces left. They don't stick around. We can't show anything again, because you know we're still melting pieces, right? I know sell it or melt it is kind of fun, but that's really what's still happening, guys. We're moving jewelry out of here one by one. We give you one earring, one chance, pick it up, let's move it, so that we can keep bringing innovative new designs for you at great values. This is not going to be $79.99. Let's blow them out. $2,999. And then we'll bring out the big Diaspora Radiant Cut as a big finale. We've got some beautiful pink morganite as well I can show you, and anything else. 2 of my rubies are still available. The heart shape is gone. I know I had some questions about the rubies, the East-West Set Star rubies here, and also the ruby pendant / necklace. That's also still here. And we can always bring out more earrings. If you'd like to see earrings, we can bring those out. But let me show these on very quickly so you can see what they look like from a distance, because they are not small. That is not a small earring. You see 3/8 of an inch? Well, let's check it out in this term so you can see it from a distance away. Here's the ruler up next to it. So you can, and I just flung the ruler aside, so hang on. And then we'll go ahead and give you another look at them really quickly here so you can see what it's all about size-wise. I always like to measure it just to double check what we see up there, and here we go. That's what they look like from a distance. So yes, 3/8 of an inch would be accurate. It might be a tad more. They go a little bit longer if you do decide to angle them. And then let's take a look. They are just beautiful. Did you see all those bright greens coming through? It's like having a green diamond, except green diamonds can't do what Sphene does. This is a much higher dispersion level than diamonds give us, of course. One of the reasons, one of the hallmarks we love a good Sphene, why they're so collectible. Let's make it even, just again, $26.99 will be your price tag at checkout. So you got that big discount, $300 extra off just for shopping our 4th of July sale tonight. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. Thank you. Happy 4th, happy 2nd, happy 3rd. It's almost the 3rd of July. We're going to be with you through the holiday weekend. I'm with you tomorrow night, 5 to 8. I'm with you Friday night. Yes, the 4th, we are going to be here live for 3 hours of jewelry shopping and sale event pricing. That's going to be 5 to 8 on Friday night. So after your fireworks, or in this case now with our new start time, before your fireworks, or whenever, depending on where you are, we'd love to have your company. So before, after the barbecues and the celebrating and the fireworks, we'd love to have you with us for some fireworks of our own here. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday mornings, that's going to be a continuation of this big sale event. Okay, so those fiends, gotta go. That, ooh, there, it's even sitting at that proper angle I like. That's how I like to wear them. Just gives you a little more height. I don't know, it just even feels like a better angle for the stone to really look electrified, doesn't it? So that's it on the Sphene earrings. We had a gorgeous ring earlier that was picked up. Love that we have the earring pair for you. 2 matched up, not easy to do, but we have brought them out for you tonight, and there will be an additional $300 discount for you. Let's get to our Diaspora. So as luxury as it gets, in a radiant cut Diaspora, $86.45, grand finale time. Here's the Diaspora. And oh, what a stone it is. Pink's coming through, purple's coming through. There's even a teal blue green happening in this stone. That is a 513. That's a big stone. Color changing, phenomenal one source gem. It's got all the rarities in one. It just doesn't get any more rare than this. And we have a 513 with 27 points in 2 princess cuts. That's why we pointed out 1 on each side and 16 points in the rounds. That would be 43 points altogether. And we have one gorgeous ring. This is for anybody who said, I saw the 20 carat. I saw the 16 carat. I saw the 14 carat. I saw the 12 carat. I saw the 10s. They're all gone. Every single one of them is sold. But you saw the colors. This new batch of Diasporas we've been bringing out just in the last 10 days or so has been off the charts, quite literally off the charts of color, a totally different saturation and different colors within the stone that you don't normally see, because that is really, let me kind of bring it up to your eye level and watch. Those colors are not what you normally see. And if you did, you'd have to be all the way in incandescent lighting to see them. Not the case here. How about we blow it out from the $49.99 should be price. Super clean, yes, and this is why I love a radiant cut. Look at how each, it's almost like a little bow tie that is lighting up in those bright, whether it's green, pink, lavenders. I'm seeing some mauve tones, some bright yellows, some more champagnes. All those colors from one stone. It's magical. And it's not going to be $49.99. We will help you out with a new price tag on from the same batch. Again, this is that same museum collectible high-end. We have 10 minutes left in the show, by the way. This is the time. I have tons of jewelry I have shown you here. Tons. I've got a whole sold box full of jewelry and all of this jewelry that I have shown, and it's all still here. So if you have a request of anything you've seen, and I will recap the Tanzanite because I know we have a couple of people, but look at all this jewelry that is still here from a 3-hour show. And then we got sold boxes full. So we've shown you a ton. So whatever you have a question on or want to see one more time before we go, this is the time to do it. This is not going to be $49.99 new price tag. Take a look at it and let me know what you like. Yes? Okay. I'm sorry, what, oh, the big one from way earlier? Oh, gotcha, okay. So we just had a piece from, I think it was our second item of the show just go. Thank you so much. And now we're gonna take this down below $49, $39, and $29. Far below that, anything you need from tonight, we need to hear from you. Let's go crazy. It is $2,499. Sure is $24.99, but $250 off that. So that will be $22.49. At checkout. I got to show you that blue-green tourmaline from earlier. We had the amazing Starstone, my best one. The Paraiba and the Tanzanite. We'll recap what we've got, at least the highlights. Let's recap the highlights. $22.49 on that one. Not one to miss out on. Here's what it looks like on the hand, which is a much better viewpoint to really see all the colors come through. There we go. Ooh, look at that. So that's the power it brings. Seeing it from just a few more feet away. What other stone does that? Pillars of light. Different colors of light coming through on one stone. Diaspora, it's amazing. All right, so let's do our recap here. We've got a few pieces left, and I want to show you some of the highlights, just from a value standpoint. Brought it out by request, wasn't what our requester needed. That's okay. But somebody should, I think we all can appreciate a purple sapphire. One of the rarer colors sapphire comes in. This is a $245, but it goes far beyond a big sapphire. It has got the purple color that's rare and also an asterism. So you get that star effect happening by rutile needles intersecting at the right angle to just show you that beautiful star effect that you're going to see. That was one option. It's under $3,000. It's actually $26.99. I have a Tanzanite here, a different type of purple. This is a purple red. This is a purple blue. See the difference. That Tanzanite, I don't get it. It's $1,999 for a big old round. I have a Paraiba here that I did not get an open on. We're at the end of the show and we can't see any of this material repeated. So let's do it, because even those people that had no idea, they had no need to tune in on Wednesday because they thought, oh, it's that same new jewelry I don't need. I got to tell you, nobody knew we were starting this sale today instead of waiting till Friday. And nobody knew. It was the biggest sale we do. We're not giving $100 off. We're taking thousands in some cases, hundreds off your pieces of jewelry. And yet there's our Paraiba. Tried to get an auction going, didn't get it. We will now make that $29.99. And then I do have this one, which kind of looks like a Paraiba in and of its own right, but that's a tourmaline, no copper. That's got a bright, piercing, gorgeous green-blue color, and that's going to be in platinum with a carat 16, and that one's only $888. So we've got everything from $888 up to $29.99. The theme is nothing's over $3,000, including that huge sapphire and big Tanzanite in the round, and everything up here is $29.99 or less. But I mean, let's stress less here, because we truly have that discount coming up. So even the most expensive piece of $29.99 is really only $26.99 because of your 10% off. So there can be plenty saved up here, no matter which one you love. Here are your savings. You're saving $200 on that ring, and you're saving $300 on that ring, and $88.80 on this ring, and you're saving $270 on this ring. That's what you're saving in addition to those great values I have already given. So here they are. Last look-sees here. We're going to go last call. We've got about 5 minutes remaining. There's our Paraiba blue-green. You can see there what happens if you get a more intense green with blue. It's more, again, the green kind of takes over. Very unusual to get a true blue-green in the Paraiba. Very busy on the phone lines. You let me know if you have any questions or need to see specifics again or want to see it on the hand. You let me know. That's what we do. So, again, some very important pieces, but nothing is even really over $2,700, because when you take that 10% off, it makes a big difference. It really does. It's a big difference in the price tag. And I cannot offer values like this on any given other day other than a big holiday sale event like this one is. So thank you for joining us tonight. We got about 5 minutes remaining to go. We still have the Speen earrings, which I would definitely consider. We do have the ruby as well, the East-West set ruby and the ruby necklace. I know those were questioned. We had someone asking about them. They're here. So I'll show you the East-West set ruby. It was a little more of a true ruby. This is really a purple star sapphire back there. I have a ruby here. Let me show you. Where's my East-West set ruby? Let me show you, because we did have a request about that. So I do still have it available. So I'll show that again. And that was a subtle star to the ruby. And that was going to be a 177 in platinum. Let me show you that star ruby from earlier. If you're thinking about that star ruby, there it is. There was the East-West set. East-West in that star ruby with the big baguettes and the rounds, and that's going to be a diamond weight of 62 points. That was only $29.99. Also had this gorgeous ruby pendant that I think goes with all the rubies we saw today. And this being July's birthstone, a very important piece to capture at a value. Here's the ruby pendant we had earlier, comes with the chain. That's what it looks like. It goes north to south on the neckline, marquise and ovals together. That's only $12.99. You could get everything, the ruby cab and this ruby pendant. You would be spending under, gosh, that's amazing. You'd be spending under $4,300. So last call on the show, guys. We are 4 minutes away from the finale tonight. We see you back tomorrow, 5 to 8. Don't forget, we'll continue the sale event. If you have anything you'd like to request, we can get it ready for you. We can have it all ready to show you for tomorrow whenever you're ready. I know I already have a lot of requests lined up for tomorrow for folks that just can't be with us on Wednesday nights. So we are ready to go. And we've got those values for you right here, $888 front and center. The back of that, the ruby, that star really sapphire, that star purple is incredible, is it not? That's a stunner. That's a very large stone. Hey, Risa. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you did. Oh, okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's funny. I know. I have a weird wrist too. I know. It's just broken. Anyway, Risa, thank you so much for shopping tonight. Appreciate that. Reminder, $29.99, $888, $19.99 still. We've got to really, let's get blunt here. Why is that Tanzanite here? Why is that here? $19.99 for a 3 carat plus in a round with that spectacular new upgraded mounting. And then this is the star purple sapphire. And that's a mighty fine size, $245 in the size, $26.99. All those price tags prior to your discount. So you get to take an extra 10% off anything and everything up there. All those prices I mentioned, they come down by much more to save you a bundle here tonight. And anything else you'd like to see before we go, just pick up the phone. We got 3 minutes. That's tons of time. We can show you a lot of jewelry in that time. We can sell a lot of jewelry in that time. At these prices, they should be going. There's nothing short of amazing about every single piece and price you've seen tonight. So I need to hear from you now, because you can't wait till the following day. The pieces just go. Already at the end of our show, we're here, basically, we're usually here on average, usually about 10 minutes, just taking orders from the show. So it is not a time to wait and say, I'll just check in tomorrow. It won't be here. The pieces do go. We're verifying on every piece up here on this wheel right now. I'm just waiting to hear who's got what, because they will be gone. And congrats if you get any one of them, because there is nothing short of amazing values up there. The quality is there. The stone, look at the stones. I mean, from tourmaline that has green blues like this one to that Tanzanite right over here that's a 3 carat, very wearable. This is the 2.5 carat purple star. Amazing, with a lot of diamond weight, yes. I didn't, and I don't want to. It's not of my quality standard. I'm sorry. Yeah, I looked at it under my loop, and I was not thrilled with it. So nope, it's not going to be here tonight, but I'll have a pink morganite tomorrow for you. Yes, not that one, a different one. So we can do better. So I'm gonna pass on the pink morganite tonight. If they want to see anything particular, I can try to find it for them and have it at the ready, Jason, for whenever that works for them. The sale will go on through the weekend, but that only gives us 4 more shows to shop, okay? Tomorrow night, Friday night. Friday night is the 4th. We will be here live Saturday and Sunday mornings. That is it. So we've got only another, that would be 12 hours all together cumulatively over the next 4 days to shop. So please consider shopping early and often on these values so you don't miss out. And thank you, everybody. We have a busy, 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 busy night ahead of us here, taking all your orders and anything else. Some of the pieces, I didn't have room for everything to recap, but those I think are the superstars and the highlights of the show today. And we have another request coming in, yikes, with 1 minute left. All right, let me see if I can get it in here for Linda. Linda, this is that kind of big version of a wonder necklace style for you. I'll show it on the hand. It's 111-8375, and we got to go in short order. But Linda, is that the necklace you're looking for? If so, it's in white gold or yellow gold only. It's $9.99. That has 44 points in diamonds and a lot of gold. And an adjustable chain, 16, 17 inches, and the lobster claw, yes. Tourmaline, which one? Paraiba or the green blue? We'll go back to the wheel so we can figure that out. That's going to be, are you talking about the one in the front center, I imagine there, Jason? All right. The blue-green, this one? You got it. Okay, center, gone. All right, item number 8774. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Good, white or yellow? Wonder necklaces are going. We have white gold gone. We've still got a couple left if you'd like the $9.99, really $8.99 Wonder necklace. And thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Wednesday night. I appreciate it. I'm Lauren Blair, and thank you so much for enjoying day one of what will continue our holiday weekend sale. We'll continue tomorrow night, Thursday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you then. Thank you. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.